Hi friends, Bill Nightingale, General Manager of Mel Hamilton Ford. Are you looking for a used car, truck, or SUV? With the largest selection in the state, you're sure to find the vehicle you're searching for at Mel Hamilton Ford. At the Big Corner, customers are number one, so every used vehicle is checked out in our shop by a certified technician before it goes out on the lot for sale. Shop Mel Hamilton Ford first, a dealer you can trust. Visit us out on West Kellogg today or shop us online at mhford.com. Mel Hamilton Ford, experience the difference.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another City League basketball doubleheader. Tonight we are at West High taking on the West High Pioneers, and the girls will tip it off at the top of the hour. We're joined not by Marcus Myers tonight, but by assistant coach Christina Commons to talk about girls basketball for a few minutes, and we haven't had much of a chance to talk to you. In fact, we haven't talked to you all year, Christina. It's been, in some ways, it's been a tough year, but it has been a fun year with the girls.
It has been tough. I would definitely say that compared to last year and this year, we've grown. Is it in ways that we wanted to necessarily? Probably not. But it's been nice to see that growth happen this year. Girls
Come in having won only 3 games on the season, and you know, when you've struggled throughout the year, it's real easy to get down. But this bunch of ladies is always up. They're always working hard, and I've said this to Coach Myers, sitting in that very chair all the time throughout the year. They don't give up.
No, that is one thing that we are very proud to have this year. No matter what, and it doesn't matter the score, we always say it is, hey, we don't care about the score. It's what are we going to do? How are we going to make this change? What are we going to do this quarter that we didn't do last quarter? And we always tell them, we will never give up on you, so don't give up on us, and they haven't yet.
West High tonight, you know, everybody thinks West High is beatable, and everybody is beatable at any given point. Girls struggled against South on Friday night. They had a tough night, and I don't know if there's going to be any carryover factor of that up until tonight, or can they just flush that and start over with a new outlook for tonight?
Well, I will say that we're not completely flushing it, because we do need to remember what we did and make those changes. One of the big changes is we got to be a little tougher. Every single game we keep saying, we got to be tougher, and it was relevant in this last game. So as long as against West we can be tough and physical and beat a press, I think anything could happen at that point.
We're going to continue our visit with assistant coach Christina Commons after this 30-second timeout. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Hey, man, you got up for football?
Band class still needs you, man.
Kansas students have choices to do or not to do. The Kansas State High School Activities Association urges everyone to participate because when activities stop, nobody wins.
Back with assistant head coach Christina Commons talking about our game tonight against the West High Pioneers. And, you know, we mentioned that the girls have struggled. They've only won 3 games this year, but one of those 3 wins is against this West High Pioneers team.
Yes, and I think something that we also need to think about, because we're coming in pretty excited about playing a team, hey, we've already beat them, but now can we do it again? Can we show everybody that, yes, we are here, yes, we are ready, and we're going to play?
And, of course, tonight for West High is their senior night, and it's always fun to go in and have that extra challenge of the opponent's senior night. Their parents will all be there. They'll have a bigger crowd. They'll have a more enthusiastic crowd. What does that do to kids?
That energy that can be brought, it could be good and it could be bad. It could be something where we look at it as, it doesn't matter who they're cheering for, that energy's in the stadium, so we want to use that for ourselves. I think we can bring a big enough group or fans to also tie that kind of energy level. But this is going to be a good game that whoever's going to put their head down first, the other team's going to succeed the rest of the way.
We have our own senior night coming up in 2 days when Capon comes in for the season-ending visit. And have you given any thought to the fact that, my gosh, the season is almost over?
You know, when I think of our seniors, what we have 4, Claudia, Andrea, Devlin, and Aaliyah, I can't imagine this year without them. They've all had their significance each day in practice or in a film session or even in games. So it's going to be heartfelt that night. I think we're all going to feel something. But I can't wait to bring them back home for that final game of the season to enjoy that night with them.
We said all year this is a young team, and it is. So many of these girls were freshmen last year, so you got a lot of freshmen and sophomores on the team. But without those 4 seniors, you think back, what would this team be like without the 4 seniors that are on the team now? They have provided a ton of leadership throughout the year.
We definitely have a lot of leadership out of them. I don't even know who's going to fill those shoes next year. And can they even fill those shoes, I think is the biggest difference. And they each bring that little bit something different to the table. Would I want to say yes, someone can fill them? No, they are irreplaceable. It's going to be tough. But can we do something where we can try to have that same energy out of girls? Yes, I think we can.
This would be a great win to pick up tonight. Even though it only gives them 4 on the year, it gives them a little bit of momentum. We've got playoffs starting next week, and everybody's 0-0 in playoffs. And yes, we're going to be drawing a high seed whoever we play and wherever we go. But everybody's beatable.
Everybody is, and I think what some teams are starting to notice too is you don't know what you're going to get when you play us. Which Northwest team are we getting? Are we getting that one that's never going to give up and just battle us the entire way, give us the best game they've ever had? Or is it going to be that team that's just going to battle the entire game? And I think that's what scares a lot of teams when they look at us, because you don't know what's going to happen when you play us.
What's the injury situation for tonight?
Oh, man. Aaliyah's still out with her concussion, and we're hoping, we're in the mix of getting her coming back, working with our trainer. But other than that, I think we're all pretty good and healthy. I think this weekend was nice to have off, and they needed it, especially with some nice weather prior to today. It's going to be good to see us back in the gym.
I'm going to cut that one. We're going to cut that question and answer out, and I'm going to re-ask it because I'm going to ask it differently. Okay.
Maybe. No.
Maybe. We always end these visits with a question about the status of injuries, and we know that Lexi's out for the year, and we were so happy to have her join us at halftime a week ago. She was just an absolutely splendid interview at halftime. But we know she's out. Zion Williams is out, correct? And who else am I leaving out? Oh, Zoe Baker I wanted to ask about. Is she still out? Mm-hmm. Okay. Who else?
Aaliyah, she has a concussion. She's working with our trainer to come back. We should hopefully be seeing her soon. Just not sure when exactly that date's going to be. But other than that, we're all looking pretty good. We've stretched, we've relaxed our legs over this weekend, and we're ready for tonight.
Okay, wish you the best of luck against West High tonight. I want to tell you, it's been a pleasure to watch these girls all year, and it's been a pleasure to call the games, regardless of outcome. They've been fun to watch.
Well, thank you, and we definitely love the support, and we like the fact that we're getting more and more support as we keep playing.
Okay, best of luck tonight against West High. Assistant head coach Christina Commons, our guest before our varsity contest with the girls tonight against West High, and we'll be taking a 2-minute timeout. We'll be back with the starting lineups and the play-by-play of tonight's varsity girls contest against West High. You're watching NWHS Grizz on the Northwest YouTube channel, and this is Grizzly Basketball.
This portion of Basketball on the Internet is brought to you by Meshke Orthodontics and Wichita Bright Smiles, 1919 North Maze Road. Dr. Meshke specializes in the treatment of children and teens with a methodology that allows them to create an environment that is kid-friendly and more fun. Meshke Orthodontics features a comprehensive set or orthodontic treatment options from traditional braces to revolutionary new technology. Check out the possibilities online at meshkesmiles.com. That's MESCHKE smiles.com. Grizzly Basketball Online is supported by Todd Eflin Narrates, the voice you hear on these sponsor announcements, just like this one. My wife is an alum of Northwest High, and this is my 4th season as your announcer. I've been on great radio stations like KZSN, KRBB, KEYN, and KWLS as a radio personality and making commercials. Now I'm doing full-time voice acting. Use my voice for your business, like product training videos, telephone system greetings, radio or TV voiceovers, audiobooks, just to name a few. Learn more online at toddeflin.com. That's TODDEFLIN.com. Wichita Northwest Grizzlies basketball is on the air. Welcome to another season of basketball, Grizzlies style, as Northwest pursues a 6A state title. Follow your Grizzlies all season long on their YouTube page with links available at nwhsgrizz.com. Grizzlies basketball is sponsored this year in part by Mel Hamilton Ford at the big corner of 119th West and Kellogg. We're better. We're proving it. You be the judge. And by Andrews Cleaning Service, with programs for residential, commercial, or special cleaning projects. Check them out at wichitacleaningservice.com. And by Meshke Orthodontics, Wichita Bright Smiles, 1919 North Maze Road, with a variety of orthodontic options available. Check them out at meshkesmiles.com. And by Keystone Solid Surfaces, providing quality granite countertop products for your home. Check them out at KeystoneSolidSurfaces.com. And by Banter Automotive, Central and Maze Road. Stop by for your next oil change. Your car is ready for regular maintenance. Check them out at BanterAuto.com. And by Todd Eflin Narrates, voice acting for just about anything with words, commercials, training videos, audiobook, and telephone services. Find me at ToddEflin.com. That's TODDEFLIN.com. And now, let's go courtside for today's contest. And your host, Kevin Arkin.
Welcome to West High School for the final road trip of the season for the Grizzlies in regular season. As we have a doubleheader tonight, the girls and the boys will take on the West High Pioneers in games that are of interest for different reasons. The boys' game in particular is very important to the boys as they are trying to wrap up the number 4 seed in the playoffs and get home court advantage for the sub-state rounds, both of them. So we'll see what happens here tonight. If they win tonight, they wrap it up, and they don't have to worry about having to upset Capon on Thursday when we play our final home game, and that will be senior night on Thursday night at Northwest High. And mark that on your calendar. The game against Capon is on Thursday and not Friday. An unusual start date or a different date for scheduling, and they do that for weather-related purposes on the last day of the season. I'm joined, as always, by our co-host and videographer, Sussana Ontiveros, and our executive producer, Jonathan Schieu.
Hi, guys.
And Sussana, welcome aboard. Glad to have you.
Thank you. It's always an honor.
The honor is all ours. And the preceding was a paid political announcement. Okay, they are making the initial PA announcements here. And when they complete that, we will have the introduction of the starting lineups. West High, we do not know if they play the national anthem before the girls' game or not, so we're going to play that part by ear. Nothing unusual as far as the lineup for Northwest is concerned. Lexi Wimberly, of course, is out for the season. Zoe Baker is still out with her injury. And Andrea Wilson is out until at least the first round of the playoffs. Everybody else is healthy. Go ahead.
Zoe was at our conditioning.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good. But she's not cleared to play yet.
I know.
There's a difference between
Conditioning
running and it's good that she was at conditioning. And we're talking about conditioning for soccer, which is coming up. And I don't mind giving them a plug. We will be broadcasting soccer, and our first soccer broadcast will be March 11th from Bobby Bribieska Family Stadium. We will be bringing you the annual Girls Alumni Contest, a scrimmage between the varsity and the varsity girls and the alumni of the program. Okay, we're set for the introduction of the starting lineups, I believe.
Oh, they are doing the national anthem.
They are indeed. And here's the national anthem. That's the national anthem here at West High. Now here's the starting lineups. We'll give you the starters for the home team, the West High Pioneers first. A 5'6" junior guard, number 2, Kiari Albright. 5'5" sophomore guard, Leela Jones. Wearing number 3, freshman forward, 5'6", wearing number 5, Samaya Coleman. 5'5" senior guard, number 10, Valadine Jones. And a 6-foot senior center, wearing number 11, Saboni Pena. The head coach for West High is Kevin Jolly, and he's assisted by Neria Hall and Madison Surmeyer. That's the starters for the West High Pioneers. Now for your Northwest Grizzlies. A 5'3" senior guard, number 3, Devlin Turley. 5'7" sophomore forward, Carly Wimberly, wearing number 10. 5'4" freshman guard, number 21, Aaliyah Richard. 5'5" sophomore guard, number 23, Innocent Robinson. And finally, a freshman forward, a 5'9", number 34, Cameron Stubbs. The head coach is Marcus Myers, and he's assisted by Brian Bernard and Christina Commons. Grizzlies come into this game with a record of 3-15 on the season. West High 1-17, and one of the 3 wins that the Grizzlies have on the season is against this West High Pioneers team. And we are getting ready for the opening tip. Grizzlies are the road team. They're in their road blue uniforms with gold numerals and gold trim. And the home team, West High Pioneers, dressed in white with maroon numbers and gold trim. Now you know everything there you need to know about both teams. A reasonably decent crowd for a Tuesday night here at West High, especially with two teams that have struggled all year. Sussana is about to fall over the railing here. The seats are not out, Sussana, so if you go over the railing, you're on the floor.
I always seem to fall.
Yes, I've noticed you're kind of clumsy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know how you're going to play defense in 3 weeks.
I have 3 weeks. Give me 3 weeks. Oh, no, 2 weeks.
Cameron Stubbs will tip it off for Northwest against Saboni Pena of West High. Grizzlies playing right to left. We are underway, and West High wins the opening tip and heads to their right, or to your right, playing on offense. With the ball, Valadine Jones. There's a shot that misses on a rebound. We're going to have a held ball already, and the Grizzlies will take it on the alternating possession, arguably the dumbest rule in all of sports. Richard will bring it across the timeline. She's out there with Devlin Turley, Innocent Robinson, Carly Wimberly, and Cameron Stubbs. Robinson, top of the key, puts one up, a rainbow count.
That was pretty.
Innocent Robinson scores first for Northwest, and they take a 2-0 lead. We haven't done it. We'll welcome everybody from the Northwest community watching this tonight, and if you're joining us from the West High community as well, we're glad to have you on board too.
Foul on Devlin Turley.
Turley's first. Whoops. And the first team foul of the game for either team. Now we have another whistle and another stoppage of play, and we're not exactly sure what this is for. Oh, we have a clock malfunction.
Thanks, Jonathan.
Probably caused by our Ethernet feed here. Here we go, clock running once again, and Leela Jones has it for the Pioneers. Jones on the far side, dishes it off to Albright. Now Albright for a three, and it misses everything, goes out of bounds, and will turn over to Northwest. Grizzlies have the lead and the ball. Ball's inbounded to Robinson, back to Richard. Richard up to Turley, back to Richard. She'll bring it across the timeline. And Innocent Robinson puts up a rainbow for three off the heel, no good. Stubbs gets the rebound, gives it to Turley. Turley puts it up and count it. Cameron Stubbs with the assist and Turley with the basket. Jones underneath, loose ball now. And a jump ball will be called, and that will go to West High on the alternating possession. And this is going to be guess time for us because they're not putting the possession arrow up on the scoreboard here at West. Everybody runs their scoreboard differently. And West does not put up the possession arrow. Quite frankly, I don't blame them. Leela Jones with it. A long three from Jones, and it comes right back to Devlin Turley. Turley to Richard. Richard scoops one, doesn't go, rebounded by Albright, and here comes West High back. 4-0, Grizzlies lead, 5:55 to go, first quarter. A long three, count it. Leela Jones gets a three and gets West High on the board. They're only down by one now. And we have a whistle, and what do we have here?
Out of bounds.
Ball went out of bounds, and West High will substitute. Coleman comes out. Underneath, and
The
we
second.
got lucky it didn't go because a foul called.
That's a second foul on Turley.
That's bad news for Northwest as Devlin Turley picks up her second foul in 2.5 minutes. And at the line shooting a pair is Leela Jones. The first one misses. Jones will try to tie it here. Jones's second shot is good. 1 out of 2 for Leela Jones. She's got all 4 points for West High. Here comes Richard with it, feeding one forward to Turley. Turley to Robinson. Robinson into the paint, driving up off the glass, doesn't go. Rebounded by Pena. Jones will bring it up for West High in a tie game. Grizzlies scored the first 4. West High's come back to get the next. That one goes out of play, and it will stay with West High. Inbounded to Pena. Now back to Valdine Jones, and she puts up one short. Rebounded by Stubbs. Stubbs gives it to Richard. Richard drives it down the floor on the far side, giving it off to Turley. Now over here to Robinson. Back over to Richard. Into Stubbs. Stubbs thought about it, then dished it off to Robinson. To Wimberly. Back to Richard, putting up a 3. Off the rim, no good. Rebounded by Albright, and here comes West High back. A long 2 is good by Morgan Gregg, who came into the game on that substitution. And the Pioneers take a lead. Northwest takes a timeout. We'll take it with them. You're watching NWHS Grizz on the Northwest YouTube channel, and this is Grizzly basketball. You all right?
Yes.
Okay. West High has put in 6 points in a row. And that was the reason for the Northwest timeout, to stop that momentum. Grizzlies trail for the first time tonight by 2. They've led by as many as 4. And the Grizzlies will inbound to resume play with 4:26 remaining in the first quarter. On the near side,
Mackenzie Edwards came in for the Northwest Grizzlies.
she came in during the timeout, replacing Devil. No, Turley's in there. Who'd she replace? Leah Richard.
Yeah, Leah Richard.
So we've got Edwards, Turley, Wimberly, Robinson, and Stubbs for Northwest. Here's one taken away by Turley. Nice defensive play. Under the basket, Wimberly doesn't make it go, and it's rebounded by Albright. Great chance to tie by Northwest, and they can't get it home. And we have a foul called.
Offensive foul.
Foul's going to be charged to Kiari Albright. First foul of the night for West High.
Andrea Wilson comes in for the Northwest Grizzlies. She's over there.
She replaces Wimberly. We'll reset this for you again here. It's Mackenzie Edwards with the ball and a new hairstyle. Turley, Stubbs, Robinson, and Wilson. That's your 5 on the floor for Northwest. They're down by a pair, 3:15 and counting here in the first. There's a long 3 attempt No good. Rebounded by Edwards. Mackenzie Edwards. She tried to pass it off to Wilson. She might have been better off going for the basket.
I think so.
She had a clear path to the bucket. Foul's going to be charged to.
She's not on there.
Gosh darn it. I hate it when they do that.
Yep.
Wimberly comes in for Edwards. They've charged the foul on the Pioneers to their mystery guest, number 30, who is not on my roster. Robinson for three. Off the rim, no good. Rebounded by Albright. And Albright has 4 defensive rebounds here in the first quarter. Better positioning might be needed there by the Grizzlies on those rebounds. We have a foul call. We'll have some free throws being shot here by Leela Jones.
First personal on Andrea Wilson and the 3rd team foul.
Wilson picks up her first. It's a shooting foul, and Leela Jones' first free throw is good. She has 5 of their 7 points. Leela Jones will go to the line here for her second. And she puts it up, and she makes them both. Nothing but net both times. And the Grizzlies will inbound, down by 4 now. They've led by 4. They trail now by 4. Turley to Robinson. Up to Wimberly. Wilson. Oh, she tried to get it to Stubbs. And a nice job by Nevaeh Hastings to block that passing lane and deflect it out of bounds. It'll stay with Northwest. Wilson inbounds. Stubbs under the basket. Dishes it back to Robinson for 3. Yes! Innocent Robinson has 5 points, and the Grizzlies trail by only 1. Jones dishes it off on the far side to our mystery guest. Back to Jones, now to Albright. Albright thought about a 3. Now this is going to be a 2, but it doesn't go. Rebounded by Cameron Stubbs, and now Robinson will bring it back. Sends a long one to Wilson. Wilson into the paint, puts it up short. Stays in bounds. No, it goes out of bounds, and that means it will stay Grizzly basketball. Richard comes back in for Northwest, replacing Turley. Leah Richard will inbound to Stubbs. Stubbs back to Richard, almost threw it away. Robinson has it over on the near side to Wilson. Wilson back to Robinson, now into Wimberly. Wimberly in the paint, dishes it back to Wilson for 3. Missing everything, and it goes out of play, and it will turn over to West High. 1:44 remaining in the first quarter. And coming in for Northwest, number 35, Kalina Hallman. She replaces Stubbs. Albright with it, splits the defense, loose ball on the floor, still loose. Who's going to get it? Big fight and a great play by Innocent Robinson to corral that ball. And it will go to Northwest on the alternating possession. So a good defensive play is rewarded that time. .89 seconds to go in the quarter. Into Richard. Aaliyah Richard, uncontested across the timeline. A 2-3 zone being employed now by West High. And that one went right through the wickets of Wilson, and it will turn over to West High. Over here on the near side, Diaria Hardwell had it for a moment underneath the basket and count it for Morgan Gregg. She's got 4. Grizzlies trail 10-7. Richard to Wilson. Back out to Robinson. Back to Wilson now. To Richard, to Robinson. Robinson, an NBA three off the heel. No good. Rebounded by Leela Jones. She'll bring it across the timeline and drive it herself. Tried to pass it. It's intercepted by Wimberly. Good play by Carly Wimberly. And a nice drive this time by Innocent Robinson. And unfortunately, a jump ball is called. And on the alternating possession, it goes to West High.
Lede comes in for Innocent Robinson.
Robinson gets a break with 34 to go till the end of the quarter. Long one in for Morgan Gregg. She dishes it back out. Looks like they're going to play for one with 20 to go. Tiaria Haldwell to Jones. Now a long three is short. Hallman can't get it, but Wimberly gets the rebound. Here comes Lede. 7 seconds to go. Lede puts it up.
Traveled.
And she traveled. It will turn over with 5.5 to go in the first quarter. Last chance time, and that will do it. And they'll get the shot off, and the Grizzlies will end the quarter trailing against West High. It's West 10 and Northwest 7. We'll be back with the second quarter after this timeout. You're watching NWHS Grizz on the Northwest YouTube channel, and this is Grizzly basketball.
This may sound like a typical high school basketball game being played on a Friday night in Kansas. In fact, it's a crash course in cooperation and teamwork. It's a test of dedication, determination, and drive. It's character development in action. If you think high school sports are only about competition, think about this. High school sports can play a critical role in a student's overall education. In fact, studies show that students who participate in school sports are more likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in their academic lives. At the same time, playing sports helps teach lessons not covered in the classroom. Lessons like tolerance, respect for the rules, and the importance of supporting your community. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Kansas State High School Activities Association and the Kansas Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Back at West High, Grizzlies go into the second quarter trailing 10-7. On the floor for Northwest, Carly Wimberly, Aaliyah Richard, Innocent Robinson.
I need to tell you something.
Devlin Turley, who's got in some foul trouble, and finally, Kaylina Hallman. That's your 5 on the floor to start the second quarter. Robinson for 3, that's going to miss the world and be rebounded by Morgan Gregg. Here comes Leela Jones bringing it up for West High. Dishing it off to Valadine Jones. I assume they're related. Leela Jones loose on the floor, picked up by Richard. Here comes Northwest back. Long one to Turley. Turley back to Richard. Richard thought about it, now drives, puts it up, doesn't go. And a held ball, and this should go to, unfortunately, it will go to West High on the alternating possession. Wimberly comes out, Sasha Reed comes in. You missed your cue.
Sorry.
What'd you get for not paying attention?
Sorry.
Leela Jones sends it forward. Reed almost intercepted it. There's a three-pointer short. Rebounded there by Hardwell. Her shot misses, and Sasha Reed gets the rebound. Richard brings it across the timeline. Devlin Turley to tie it. Yes, we're tied.
I see you, Devlin.
Turley ties it at 10 with 1 minute gone here in the second quarter. Morgan Gregg puts it up, doesn't go. Rebounded there by Pena. Loose on the floor. What are we going to call? Are you going to call a foul or a held ball?
A foul on.
No, they're calling it on Richard, I think.
On Richard?
They are indeed. It's Leah Richards' first foul. Not sure I like that call. In
Thought it
fact,
was
I
gonna be
am.
on Kaylina.
I am sure. Morgan Gregg, a long three missing and rebounded by Turley. Northwest brings it up the floor. Richard will call the play. Shooting over the 2-3 zone is Innocent Robinson. She's got 8.
Innocent with the 3.
It's a way to beat the 2-3 zone, Sussana. Just shoot over it. Reed intercepts the pass. Here comes Richard with it. Oh, Robinson, excuse me. And a blocking foul is going to be called. Grizzlies will get it out of bounds.
Oh, I totally didn't kick the camera.
Fouls on Hardwell. That's her first.
Mackenzie Edwards coming in for Devlin Turley.
Turley again is out there with playing on 2 fouls, so they want to protect her. So we have Edwards, Richard, Robinson, Hallman, and Reed on the floor for Northwest here in the second quarter. Sasha Reed back out to Richard. Richard can't find anywhere to go with it, brings it all the way back out. They'll reset it with 5:50 to go till halftime. Edwards over to Robinson, back to Edwards for 3. Off the rim, no good. Rebounded there by Albright, and here comes West High back with it. Leila Jones around Richard and puts it up, and it somehow it fell in.
It took a second to fall in.
13-12, Grizzlies by 1.
Robinson travels, so it will be turned over to the Pioneers.
Stubbs comes back in for Hallman. Leila Jones will inbound for the Pioneers. Gets it into Hardwell, who will bring it across the timeline, send it here in the corner to Morgan Gregg. Back to Hardwell, almost lost the handle. She's double teamed. Leila Jones all alone, puts it up, can't get it to go. And coming away with it is Sasha Reed, her second defensive rebound, and a nice play it was. In the corner, Robinson for 3. Yes! Innocent Robinson. She has 11 points already, and now a timeout's being taken by West. We'll go ahead and take it with them. Grizzlies lead by 4. You're watching NWHS Grizz on the Northwest YouTube channel, and this is Grizzly basketball.
Hey man, you got up for football?
Band class still needs you, man.
Kansas students have choices to do or not to do.
Got to stop and get cough drops. I got a scratchy throat.
The Kansas State High School Activities Association urges everyone
I hope
to
that
participate
I hope the concession
because when
stand is open.
activities
This
stop,
isn't gonna make
It is.
It is? Yeah. We're going to have to send one of you guys on a run
Nobody
here in between
wins.
games. Back at West High, 4:50 to go in the first half. Grizzlies lead 16-12. They've led by as many as 4, and they've trailed by as many as 4. It's been a back-and-forth game. Grizzlies with 14 fouls and Pioneers with 3, and each team has taken one of their timeouts. Coming back out on the floor, Mackenzie Edwards, Aaliyah Richard, Innocent Robinson, Cameron Stubbs, and Sasha Reed, and that's the 5 on the floor here with 4:50 to go till halftime. The ball will be inbounded by Kiari Albright of West High. Far side, back to Albright. Into the corner it comes for Pena. Pena underneath, nice play. Shot missing, rebounded by Richard. On the near side, Robinson for 3. Off the rim, no good. Who's going to get the rebound? It's going to be Leila Jones, and here's a breakaway. Albright will lay it in. Albright scores for the first time tonight, and it's 16-14. Around the horn it goes. Robinson back to Richard, now to Edwards. Oh, that one is intercepted by Leela Jones, and they're going to call a foul on Robinson, I'm sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, they did.
Lede coming in for Robinson.
They will protect Robinson, even though that's only her first foul. It is the 5th team foul on the Grizzlies here in half number 1. Inbounding the ball, Valadine Jones for West High. To Albright, back to Jones. Jones, a long three, short. Who's going to get the rebound? It'll be Lede. And it's knocked out of play. It will stay with Northwest. Lede gives it to Richard, and Aaliyah will bring it across the timeline. Mackenzie Edwards, far side to Lede. Lede pulls it back out to Richard into the paint. Stubbs underneath the Reed, up on the glass, count it. Sasha Reed, beautiful play.
Yes, Sasha.
From Sasha Reed.
From Stubbs
for first
to Reed.
Points of the game. And the lead is 4 again. Richard picks up the loose ball, brings it up the floor. Far side, Lede puts up a 3. Off the heel, no good. Who's going to get it? It'll be Hardman for West, and she'll dish it off to Valadine Jones, who will bring it across the timeline. Inside 3 to go, first half. Jones waiting for something to set up. Nothing's happening. Now we have a travel? No, what do we have here?
Offensive foul.
A charge?
I believe so. Or something. Yeah.
All right, we have a foul called on Pena away from the ball. That's her first. Grizzlies will get it. And Richard will bring it across the timeline with 2.5 to go. Turley across the way to Lede. Lede to Richard, back to Lede. Lede drives in the paint, puts it up. How that wasn't a foul is beyond me. She got face slapped that time.
Sure looked like it.
There's a long 2 off the rim, no good by Albright. She gets her own rebound, puts it up, it still doesn't go. Loose on the floor, and who comes away with it but
Lede.
Lede, and a nice play it was. And Carly Wimberly traveled because she went into a skid trying to stop. Saw that coming. And it will turn over.
Hastings coming in for Pena, but sorry, that was Spanish for the Pioneers.
That's Nevaeh Hastings.
Didn't I say
call
that?
her? You didn't call her that. I don't know what you call her.
Oh my God,
That's
I'm
not what
telling you,
call
I
her.
went Spanish.
Hastings puts it up and doesn't go. Rebounded by Stubbs. Here comes Lede with it. Lede underneath, and did she travel?
She
or are
got
they going to call a
fouled.
foul? One of them is saying a foul, and one of them is saying a travel. One of them is wrong. I guarantee you one of the refs is wrong, and they're taking the travel. That's what I would have called too. Original starting lineup is back on the floor. That would be Turley, Robinson, Richard, Wimberly, and Stubbs. 1:40 to go. Wide open, Leela Jones. You cannot give her that much room. She's in double figures. And it's 18-16 Northwest. Stubbs almost lost it. Gives it to Turley, back to Richard. Richard over to Robinson, and we have a whistle. We've had an awful lot of whistles in this quarter. Foul is charged against Coleman. That's her first. Each team now with 5. 1:18 to go, first half. Richard will inbound. She gets it to Turley. Turley out to Robinson. Back to Richard for three. In and out, no good. Rebounded there by Pena. Now a foul on the rebound.
Foul on Carly Wimberly. That should be her first.
It is on Wimberly, and it is her first.
Yeah.
6-team foul on the Grizzlies here in half number one. Far side, it's Leela Jones with it, sending it forward. Pena now. Back to Morgan Gregg to Albright. Albright to Jones. Coach calling a play. And we have a travel call that'll turn it over to Northwest with 49 seconds remaining in the first half. Aaliyah Richard brings it across the timeline. We'll see how they play it. She's going all the way and doesn't get it. Rebound goes to Pena, loose on the floor. Albright comes away with it, gives it to Leela Jones. Jones drives, puts it up, and it falls. Leela Jones ties it at 18 with 22 to go in the first half. Robinson, back to Richard. Turley to Robinson. Back over to Richard into the paint for Stubbs. Gets off, goes off the rim, rebounded by West High, and that's the way the quarter ends. We're going to end the first half all new, tied at 18. We'll be back with our halftime extravaganza after this 3-minute timeout, so stay with us. You're watching NWHS Grizz on the Northwest YouTube channel. This is Grizzly Basketball.
Grizzly Basketball Online is supported by Todd Eflin Narrates, the voice you hear on these sponsor announcements just like this one. My wife is an alum of Northwest High, and this is my 4th season as your announcer. I've been on great radio stations like KZSN, KRBB, KEYN, and KWLS as a radio personality and making commercials. Now I'm doing full-time voice acting. Use my voice for your business, like product training videos, telephone system greetings, radio or TV voiceovers, audiobooks, just to name a few. Learn more online at toddeflin.com. That's TODDEFLIN.com.
Andrew's Cleaning Service serves the greater Wichita metro area, including Derby, Hayesville, Mays, Goddard, and Valley Center. Check them out on the web at wichitacleaningservice.com or give Andrew a call for an estimate at 712-3883. We thank Andrew's Cleaning Service for their support of Grizzly Basketball on the web.
Hey Grizzly Nation, this is Eric Holker, the principal at Northwest
Why is that so loud?
Did you know Grizzly Pride is the combined booster club and PTO here at Northwest? They support both athletics and academics. We're asking you to join Grizzly Pride this year.
Flip back there to the YouTube real quick. I want to see something.
Grizzly Pride doesn't have
What's that message?
crazy opportunities they normally have. We want you to join us and offer your donation.
So someone from Dulce. Oh my
Oh,
God.
that's McKaylee Nave's grandfather. What's his name? Dennis. I'll give him a shout out when we get back.
Dude, I can't even talk.
Hi, friends.
Why
Bill
can't I
Nightingale,
talk
General Manager of
correctly?
Mel Hamilton Ford.
Why is
Are
tonight
you
any
looking for
different?
a used car,
I don't
truck,
know.
or SUV? With the largest selection in the state, you're sure to find the vehicle you're searching for at Mel Hamilton Ford. At the Big Corner, customers are number one.
No, I
so
can't
every
even
used
say
vehicle
names
is checked out
correctly,
in our
and,
shop
like, the
by a
names are
certified
right
technician
there.
before it goes out
Like,
on
I
the
know
lot.
them
What
by
did you say for
Shop Mel
Hastings?
Hamilton
That
Ford.
I
wasn't
thought that's
Hastings.
what I
Dealer
That's
said.
not what you said.
My
Visit
brain
us
went
out
to
on West
Spanish
Kellogg
for a
today
second
or
when I
shop
read
us
Peña.
online at mhford.com.
Well, there's nothing wrong with
Mel
that.
Hamilton
I
Ford.
know, but like
Experience the
I
difference.
said Peña and then I said a Spanish word and then my
Hey,
brain
you
just
got football?
completely shut down and then you said something. And then I was like, wait, what?
Well, you need to stick with
Kansas
English then.
students have choices to do
don't know what I
or
was-
not to do.
English spoken here.
The Kansas State High School Activities Association urges everyone to participate because when activities stop, nobody wins.
That's the West High dance team performing here at halftime. Grizzlies and Pioneers all tied up at 18, and want to send a shout out to Dennis Nave, McKaylee's grandfather, who's watching live from Tulsa tonight. And hopefully the weather in Tulsa is warmer than it is here, because it's plenty cold here. It's a whopping 20 degrees in Wichita. It was 19 when we tipped off. It's gone up all of 1 degree to actually make it feel balmy. And we welcome Dennis and his family aboard. This webcast is brought to you in conjunction with the audio-visual classes here at Northwest High. Under the leadership of Mr. Shane Monroe, these kids are provided an opportunity to learn video broadcasting hands-on at these games, including two tonight. You may hear me giving instructions to the students working the game tonight, or vice versa. That's because this activity is indeed an extension of the classroom for the students. We'll do everything possible not to detract from competition on the floor, and we ask your patience. Reminding you, this is not ESPN or NBC, but the extension of the classroom. Jonathan Schieu is your executive producer tonight. Your co-host is Sussana Ontiveros.
Hey, guys.
I did English instead of Spanish.
Okay, Kevin. Okay.
Sussana has the totals from the first half.
For your West High Pioneers, Kiari Albright, has 2. Leela Jones has 12. And Morgan Gregg, has 4. And for your Northwest Grizzlies, Devlin Turley has 5. Innocent Robinson has 11. And Sasha Reed has 2.
There you go. Not a lot of distribution in the scoring. And Robinson, on the basis of 3 3-pointers, leads the Grizzlies in scoring, and of course leading all scorers, Leela Jones. And we've just let her get open way too often here in the first half, and they're gonna have to fix that. That's gonna be an adjustment they're gonna need to make at halftime, and I'll bet you that head coach Marcus Myers is making that adjustment as we speak. As far as fouls are concerned, no one in either team has more than 1 foul except Devlin Turley, who picked up 2 fouls early in the first quarter. She has not fouled since, so she's okay here at halftime as well. Give you an update on our where we're going from here, and that is Thursday night, not Friday, but Thursday night is senior night for Northwest. We'll be at home taking on the Cape and Mount Carmel Crusaders in the regular season finales for both girls and boys, and the senior night festivities will be conducted between games. And actually, I'll mention also that tonight is West High's senior night, and after this game, they're going to have their ceremony, and they've got 5 groups that are being introduced. So you'll miss most of it because we'll be visiting with head coach Andy Hill during most of that. But it is their senior night as well, and they've got a relatively decent crowd here tonight.
They also have their pep band.
And they have their pep band here, as you'll hear here in about a second. Grizzlies will travel from right to left here in the, that's wrong. They will travel from
Left to right.
left to right.
Yes.
I had a little brain aneurysm. I'm looking at West High and thinking we're the home team, and we're not. So we will be playing, yes, as Sussana said, from left to right here tonight in the second half. Boys game will follow 20 minutes after, and the boys game has a lot of playoff implications. They can wrap up the number 4 seed with a win tonight. They have Southeast on their heels, and this is big because the top 4 seeds all host both games of Sub-State. So we're guaranteed 2 home games if we finish in fourth in the overall seedings, and they can clinch that tonight. They do not want to have to do it wait till Thursday. It would be a lot more difficult to do it against Cape than it would be at West.
Yeah, it would be.
So we're going to hopefully do that here tonight. The girls, we do not know. They will not host. They will go somewhere. We don't know where they're going yet. Coach Myers has speculated anywhere from Hutchinson to Topeka for Washburn Rural or to Dodge City. We'll just see where they're going and when. And then we'll figure out what we're doing as far as webcasting playoff games for you. Getting set for the second half. As far as the possession arrow, your guess is as good as mine. I have no clue. Whoever goes over to see that referee on the other side, that's who's inbounding the ball.
Okay. I'm going to guess it's innocent.
I think it is too. Looks like Grizzlies will get the ball to begin play here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I guess right.
You did guess right. On the floor for Northwest, Innocent Robinson, Leah Richard, Cameron Stubbs, Carly Wimberly, and Devlin Turley. The starting 5 are back out there here in the third quarter. And the home team has made it to the floor, and we're ready to resume play now. Third quarter action underway. Richard will bring it across the timeline and send it to Robinson on the near side. Robinson driving, thought about a three-pointer, tried to get it to Stubbs. It's intercepted by Pena. She's pretty tall. Kind of hard to get it over her. And here comes West High back with it in the form of Leela Jones, number 3. Grizzlies playing pretty much a man-to-man here. And it goes to Valdine Jones and a travel. Jones travel, turns it over to Northwest. Morgan Gregg comes in for West High. Robinson will inbound to Richard for the Grizzlies' first possession here in the second half. Tied at 18. Kind of a low-scoring game.
It is.
Underneath Turley, can't make it go. Pena gets the rebound. She's going to be hard to get around.
She will be.
Leela Jones brings it up for West High. Valadine Jones puts it up. Doesn't go. Carly Wimberly gets the ball. And coming down now for Turley. Back to Richard. Richard to Stubbs. Underneath to Wimberly. Puts it up off the glass. And that is not going to go. And that will turn over as it went on the top of the backboard. Wimberly had a pretty good look at the basket. Couldn't get the ball home. Albright brings it across the timeline. Gives it now to Leela Jones. Leela Jones leading all scorers with 12 in the first half. Pena underneath. Back to Morgan Gregg, a loose ball, a partially blocked shot. Richard sends one into Wimberly. Wimberly to Stubbs, put it up. Doesn't go. Wimberly gets the rebound. A jump ball is going to be called. And on the alternating possession, A good rebound by Wimberley will be wasted. Albright brings it up for West High. We are still tied, no score yet in the second half, 2 minutes gone. 2-3 zone by the Grizzlies now. Robinson got a piece of that pass, but couldn't get it. Valadine Jones for three, missing. Rebound by Albright, finds the home. Albright gets her second bucket of the night, and the Pioneers take the lead. Neither team is led by more than 4 in this contest. And we have a whistle. They're calling a foul on Robinson away from the ball. I don't know what they're calling. There wasn't anybody near her.
Oh, no,
they
it's on
called her for a
Stubbs.
screen.
It's on Stubbs.
Oh, it is on Stubbs. Thank you.
Yep.
He put up 23 on his hands. I can count.
No, he put up a 34.
Albright missing. Rebound by Turley. Here come the Grizzlies back. They trail by 2. 5 minutes to go, third quarter. Innocent Robinson into the paint, off the glass, doesn't go. Rebounded by Stubbs, and she's fouled. And that will keep it on the floor. The foul is on Pena, that's her second. Hallman comes in for Northwest, replacing Stubbs.
No, I didn't go get the mystery guess.
Oh, that's all right. Don't worry about it. Robinson off the rim, no good. To Wimberley. Good offensive rebound by Wimberley. Into the paint to Hallman. Hallman at the free throw line trying to feed it in to Robinson, and the pass was blocked. Hallman, get in there. She's fouled. She's going to go to the line and shoot free throws.
Shooting 2.
Fouls on the mystery guest. Yeah, I told you to find out who that was.
You didn't tell me. He did not tell me, guys.
That's her second, by the way, whoever she is. Oh, Hallman's first free throw is short. She'll have one more opportunity to get herself on the score sheet. Pena comes out, Hastings comes in. Hallman missed them both. Rebound to Gregg, and now we have a held ball, and it will go to Northwest on the alternating possession, and quite frankly, all that did was rob Morgan Gregg of a good rebound. Now what do we have? I think we have a timeout.
Offensive foul.
How can you have an offensive foul on a dead ball?
On Wimberley, her second personal.
Each team with 2 here in the third quarter. Grizzlies still have not scored in the third quarter. Albright losing it underneath. Who's going to get it? Hastings has it. Wimberley ties her up. They're going to give it to her?
No. It's a held ball.
It is a held ball, and it will go to West High on the alternating possession. There's one good by the mystery guest. Her first bucket. Around the horn it goes now for Northwest. They trail by 4. Three-pointer, good!
Richard!
Leah Richard gets a 3, and that's her first points of the night. Grizzlies trail by 1. Leela Jones to Albright. Underneath, in and out, no good. The rebound goes to Jones. Trying to feed it in, and Hallman comes away with it. Nice defensive play, and then trying to get it to Richard. The ball was pushed out of bounds, but I think they're going to give it to us.
Should be ours. Yeah. Sorry, guys.
And they do indeed give it to Northwest with 3:25 to go. Aaliyah Richard brings it up, gives it to Hallman. Hallman for three. Off the rim, no good. Morgan Gray gets the rebound, and there's a held ball. And that one's going to go to Northwest. On the far side, Robinson for three, off the heel. No good, rebounded by Albright. Wimberly can't knock it out of her hands. And after some token pressure, they bring it up. Leela Jones into the corner. Mystery guest has a shot blocked by Wimberly. Wimberly gets in there with a held ball. Yes, it's a great defensive play by Carly Wimberly, but it's wasted.
You're doing great, Carly.
She's having a great night. Hardwell will come in, replacing the mystery guest. Hardwell will inbound to Hastings, who puts it up for 12 feet, no good. Loose ball rebound, Wimberly gets it. And here comes Innocent Robinson bringing it up. And yes, counted in a foul. Robinson will go to the line and shoot one. Foul's being charged to Jones. That's her second.
Mackenzie
That's wrong. They're charging it to Albright, and that's her second. Free throw misses. Back underway. Grizzlies lead by one.
Mackenzie Edwards comes in for Devlin Turley.
Let's reset this whole thing for you. We got Edwards, we've got Wimberly, Richard, Robinson, and Hallman. Hallman, get it up there, it doesn't go. And we have another jump ball.
Carly.
Well, we're missing so much fun because the jump ball is one of the greatest plays in basketball, and we never use it. Gosh, we would have had a marathon of great jump ball plays. Underneath, trying to get it to Hallman, but over her head. And here comes West High back with it. Albright is short. It goes out of play, and it will turn over to Northwest. 2:26 to go, third quarter. 23-22 Grizzlies. Grizzlies trying to win their fourth game of the year. West High trying to win their second. Underneath. Yes! Count it. Come on. Count it.
You have to count that.
What are they going to? Here we go. We got the basket by Robinson. And Robinson will go to the line to shoot one.
There'll be a timeout.
There is going to be a timeout. Let's take it with them. Grizzlies 25, Pioneers 22. You're watching NWHS Grizz on the Northwest YouTube channel, and this is Grizzly Basketball.
Banter Automotive is now open at Central and Mays. Come by or shop online and browse our inventory of quality pre-owned vehicles, cars, trucks, and SUVs. We have them all. Banter Automotive Group, now open at our new location just east of Central and Mays.
We're back at West High with our executive producer, Jonathan Schieu, and your co-host, videographer, Sussana Ontiveros. I'm Kevin Arkin, glad to be with you. Welcome wherever you are on planet Earth to a great night of Grizzly basketball. We're glad to have you on board. Coming out of the timeout, which has not been taken off the board. I'm not exactly sure who called it. I would assume that it was West, but I'm not going to jump to conclusions. Innocent Robinson will shoot one, and she makes it. Robinson has 16 points, 5 in this quarter. 25-22, Northwest. And actually, I think it's 26-22. That's what I have.
Yeah.
Scoreboard only has 25. We'll assume that we're right. Robinson gives it to Edwards, to Richard. Aaliyah Richard putting it up left-handed, doesn't go. Loose ball off the glass, count it. I don't know who scored it.
That was Richard off the floor. Basically off the floor.
Wow. Aaliyah Richard gives them a 5-point lead, and just like that, Jones makes it 3 again. And we have a whistle. I think we have a timeout here, do we? Well, as long as we have a timeout, let's take it. 27-24, Grizzlies over the Pioneers, 1:26 to go in the third. You're watching NWHS Grizz on the Northwest YouTube channel. This is Grizzly basketball.
This portion of Basketball on the Internet is brought to you by Meshki Orthodontics and Wichita Bright Smiles, 1919 North Maze Road. Dr. Meshki specializes in the treatment of children and teens with a methodology that allows them to create an environment that is kid-friendly and more fun. Meshki Orthodontics features a comprehensive set or orthodontic treatment options from traditional braces to revolutionary new technology. Check out the possibilities online at meshkismiles.com. That's MESCHKE smiles.com.
All right, we're back at West High, and we're showing 28-24 to be the score. The scoreboard still says we only have 27, and all three of us up here in the booth are convinced that the scoreboard is wrong. Having said that, it'll be Grizzly basketball.
Watch all three of us be wrong.
Innocent gives it to Aaliyah Richard. Richard up the floor with it. Off the glass, doesn't go. Rebounded by Pena. Pena gives it to Leela Jones. Jones for 3, misses everything. That'll turn it over to Northwest with 67 seconds to go in the third. On the floor for Northwest, Mackenzie Edwards, Leah Richard, Innocent Robinson, Cameron Stubbs, and Kalina Hallman. Richard off the glass, doesn't go. Stubbs rebound. Hallman, get in there. Yes! Kalina Hallman gets on the scoreboard for the first time, and the Grizzlies lead by 6. Richard, she goes down in a heap. Devlin Turley comes back in, and that'll be a common foul. At the end of this quarter,
yes,
I want you to go down. You know who Linda is, right? Our scorekeeper?
Yes.
Tell her we think the scoreboard is wrong.
Okay.
Okay, at the end of the quarter. We'll cover you till you get back. Kalina Hallman gets another one. Grizzlies by 8, biggest lead of their game tonight. Leela Jones gives it to Hastings. Hastings back to Jones. Jones drives, pushes off Richard. Morgan Gregg back to Hastings for 3. Off the heel, no good. Rebounded by, I'm going to take it back. Pena took the shot. Hastings got the rebound. And that's the end of the third quarter. And we're going to we're sending Sussana on an errand of mercy. We'll find out. And you know what? If we're wrong, we'll fix this. I don't think we are. I don't think they put up that free throw. Hey, let's go to Grizzlies basketball on the internet is brought to you in part by Andrew's Cleaning Service. Owned and operated by Andrew Dillon. They offer residential cleaning, apartment cleaning, commercial cleaning services.
I think you're
cleaning,
correct.
Construction and remodel cleanup, carpet cleaning, and much more.
My
Whether
son,
it
when
be
he
a
was in eighth
one-time
grade,
cleanup
played in
job or regular
played
service
in
scheduled weekly, bi-weekly, or monthly,
he played in
Andrews Cleaning
in an
Service
eighth
is
grade
ready
game.
to take care of your
Where
cleaning
the
needs.
scorekeeper made a
Andrews
mistake
Cleaning
and
Service
shaved a point.
serves the greater Wichita
Took the
metro
point
area,
off the board,
including
and we
Derby,
actually
Maysville,
we
Mays,
told him
Goddard,
that
and
the
Valley Center.
guy took it off the scoreboard. They wouldn't correct it because we weren't doing the official look. The other team was, and they wouldn't fess up to it. And we had a guy filming the game, and as he passed the scoreboard, the score dropped 1 point, and we lost that game by 1. That point is important. Welcome back. Fourth quarter about to start. Grizzlies lead by 7 or 8, depending on who you believe. Oh, yeah. I'll take care of this. All righty, we are underway here in the fourth. From 3, a miss. Rebounded there by Albright to Jones. Albright again missing, and this one's rebounded by Richard. Turley over to Stubbs. Hallman from 10 feet can't get it to go, and it's rebounded by Leela Jones. Here comes West High back. Valdine Jones for 3 off the board, no good. Somehow she gets her own rebound back, but it turns over and turns right back because the Devlin Turley got the interception but knocked it out of play. And we're going to shift. Who says we can't do this? And what do we have here? We have someone has called a timeout. That's all I can tell you. We're going to take the timeout too. It's a 30-second timeout. Grizzlies up by 7 or 8. We'll be back. You're watching NWHS Grizz on the Northwest YouTube channel, and this is Grizzly basketball.
Yeah.
What?
They're going to change it because that's what she had
We're
too.
right.
She had 32 also.
Okay.
We should have 32 right now. Gosh, I need to catch him.
Yay us!
There you go. There we go. See? There we go. All right now.
All right, I'm going to say yay us, and I'm going to say yay to Sussana Ontiveros, who has gotten the scoreboard to match what we have because we were right. It is an 8-point lead, 32-24 as we resume the fourth quarter. Albright takes it from Jones. That was actually kind of fun, if you know what I mean.
No, it wasn't. I had to run around.
Well, thank you for doing that. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Over here to Albright for 3. Off the rim, no good. Rebounded by Hastings. She goes up and she gets fouled. Don't know who it's on, but I'm going to guess it's on Hallman.
Yeah, it's on Hallman.
It is, and it's her.
Second. Oh, third.
It's her first,
What?
yeah. That scoreboard operator's a mess.
Yeah, they're not that good.
Hastings puts one up, and it's no good. .6:43 to go in the fourth, 32-24. Grizzlies lead. Hastings trying to get on the scoreboard. She has not yet gotten the Schneider off. The second one rattles, no good as well. Rebounded there by Wilson, who came in. Oh, Wilson couldn't find Turley, and Jones comes back with it for West High. Round the horn it goes. And
Albright's
waiting
just holding
for, waiting for spring. The spring thaw is Albright. Hastings has it and gives it to Albright again. Albright pulls it out. She goes down. She's
Slipped a loose ball, and here comes Turley with it. To Wilson. Wilson off the glass, count it. Andrea Wilson gets on the scoreboard, and a timeout has been taken by West. We're going to take it with them. 6:02 to go. 34-24, Grizzlies lead. You're watching NWHS Grizz on the Northwest YouTube channel. This is Grizzly basketball.
Banter Automotive is now open at Central and Mays. Come by or shop online and browse our inventory of quality pre-owned vehicles, cars, trucks, and SUVs. We have them all. Banter Automotive Group, now open at our new location just east of Central and Mays.
Grizzly Basketball Online is supported by Todd Eflin Narrates, the voice you hear on these sponsor announcements just like this one. My wife is an alum of Northwest High, and this is my 4th season as your announcer. I've been on great radio stations like KZSN, KRBB, KEYN, and KWLS as a radio personality and making commercials. Now I'm doing full-time voice acting. Use my voice for your business, like product training videos, telephone system greetings, radio, TV voiceovers, audiobooks.
No, you don't.
Learn more online at toddeflin.com. That's TODDEFLIN.com.
On the floor for Northwest as we come out of the timeout, Tashawn Leday has come in. She's out there with Hallman, Stubbs, Wilson, and Robinson with 6:02 to go in the fourth quarter. The ball will belong to West High, and Leela Jones will do the honors for the Pioneers. And we are back underway. Albright will bring it across the timeline. Grizzlies up by 10. Jones.
I didn't even realize the score.
Grizzlies in a 2-3 zone. Albright puts it in from 12 feet. And she has 6 in the game. Leday brings it up the floor, gives it over to Wilson. Back to Leday. Into Hallman. Hallman. Back to Leday. Stubbs. Robinson. Robinson drives, puts it up, and she's fouled. She's going to go to the line and shoot a payout. Fouls on Valdine Jones, and that's her first. First free throw by Robinson misses.
Wimberly comes in for Hallman for the Grizzlies.
One of Hallman's best shifts of the year on that last shift. And the second free throw is good by Robinson. She has 17 in the game. And I think that leads all scorers, if I'm not mistaken.
I think it does.
Valdine Jones for 3, and it's good. And for Valdine Jones, that's her first bucket of the game. And the lead is down to 6. Robinson. Off the glass, doesn't go. And a whistle, and the ball may have gone out of bounds. And it did.
It did.
It will turn over to West High. 4:47 to go in the fourth quarter. Leela Jones will bring it across the timeline with an assist from Kiari Albright. Jones sends it on the near side to Valdine Jones, intercepted by Robinson. Robinson goes up and she's fouled. She'll go to the line and she'll shoot a pair.
Shooting 2.
Fouls on Leela Jones. Believe it or not, that's her first foul.
Oh, wow.
It is the 6th team foul on the Pioneers, so Grizzlies are shooting free throws on all fouls the rest of the game.
Bonus land.
Maybe in bonus land. First one by Innocent misses, and she'll get another one here. Oh, she missed them both. That's unusual. And now we have a whistle.
Another foul on Carly Wimberly. Should be her third.
It is on Wimberly, and it is her third.
4th team foul. Leela Jones will inbound to Albright. Back to Jones. Jones has Turley in front of her. Albright has her pass blocked by Robinson, loose on the floor. She picks it up, and a nice play to Richard. Oh, she can't finish. Wimberly gets it in, and the Grizzlies score.
Yeah, Carly.
They lead by 8 again. There's a long 3 by Jones that misses, rebounded by Wimberly. And that pass just didn't get there, and it's intercepted by Leela Jones, and the long pass probably wasn't necessary. Jones misses, but she's going to go to the line now, and she'll shoot free throws with 3:38 remaining in the 4th.
That's Devlin Turley's 3rd foul.
Turley's 3rd, and that's her 1st since 3 minutes were gone in the game. She played a long time on just 2 fouls.
Good for her.
Sorry.
Well, not good for her, you know, but.
First free throw misses. Jones will have one more. You know, while you were down there, you should have found out who the mystery guest was.
Oh my God, I should have.
It's too late now.
I'm not about to run back down there.
All right, Jones makes 1 out of 2. It's her first point of the quarter. Grizzlies lead by 7. Stubbs from the free throw line. Gives it off to Robinson. Robinson pulls it out. Maybe they're going to bleed a little clock off here with this 7-point lead. And a foul by the mystery guest will put Grizzlies in the bonus, and it'll be a 1-and-1.
That's her 3rd.
You know, if I could understand the PA announcer, I would know
It's like
who that is, but I can't understand.
I'm not even going to try and say it.
I'm not going to try and do it either.
Yeah, never mind. Yeah, but that's her 3rd.
Okay, Robinson is going to the line to shoot a pair. I'm sorry, to shoot a 1-and-1. This would be a good one to make. Missed it again. That's 3 in a row she's missed.
Ooh.
And what do we have here? They're calling a 1-and-1. The referees have disagreed on multiple plays tonight, and they did it again.
So is it our ball? Yeah, it's our ball.
It's a 1-and-1. It will. It's a jump ball, and on the alternating possession, it'll go to Northwest with 3:13 to go, and the Grizzlies leading by 7. And that one went out of play and returns right over to West High, and that's not what we wanted. Hastings and Valdine Jones come back in for the mystery guest and Morgan Gregg. Leela Jones driving. Pena on the near side from 10 feet, misses. Stubbs couldn't hang on to the rebound, and Albright scores. And now the lead is down to 5. Grizzlies need to get some points. Stubbs has it, gives it to Robinson off the glass. Yes! Innocent Robinson scores, and it's a 7-point game again with 2:37 to go. Leela Jones pulls it back. A long rainbow 3, misses, and Stubbs gets the rebound, and they're calling another jump ball. This is a stat we don't keep because it never means anything. There's got to be a dozen jump balls in this game.
Hallman comes in for Stubbs for the Grizzlies.
Hallman will add some height. And now what do we have? A whistle.
Ooh, we have something going on. Do I want to know?
The coaches are having a discussion with one of the officials directly below us. I don't know why.
Over a jump ball.
It is a jump ball, and it does belong
to West High on the alternating possession. And after all that, nothing happens. And there's an interception by Robinson. She'll drive the length of the floor, put it up. Yes! Innocent Robinson, great play. And the Grizzlies lead by 9.
That was some strength.
And Richard gets the steal. To Devlin Turley. Turley can't make it go. The ball is blocked out of play. It will stay with Northwest. Some great defense being played by the Grizzlies on the last 2 trips down the floor. Mystery guest and Morgan Gregg come back in for Hastings and Jones. Inbounded. Hallman, oh, it doesn't go, but she's fouled. She'll go to the line. And this is a big free throw because it would make it a 3-possession game. 4-possession game, excuse me. She'll be shooting 2. And her first one is good. Hallman has 5 points. I think that's her biggest offensive output of the season.
I believe so.
She'll have a chance to make it 6 here. Grizzlies are back up by 10. And they're up by 11. Biggest lead of the game now, 11 points with 2:02 to go. Here comes West High in the form of Leela Jones. Jones in the paint. Carly Wimberly tried to take a charge. There was no whistle. Good defense by the Grizzlies. Aaliyah Richards going to get called for a foul, but I don't care. That's just super defense. It'll be her second. It's only the 5th team foul. And now they're putting up 16 fouls. This scorekeeper is awful.
Yeah.
And now we have a whistle and a foul away from the ball. All right, that's bonus land for West High. So they'll be shooting free throws now.
That's Devlin's 4th.
Devlin Turley picks up numero 4.
Número 4.
Thank you very much. It's a 1-and-1 opportunity for Leela Jones. This would be a nice one for her to miss. Yeah, she makes it. Leela Jones has had a good night. She's got 16 points. Second shot, also good. 43-34, 101 seconds to go, and a timeout has been taken. I'll bet you it's a full timeout, too. Oh, no, it's not. It's 30-second timeout. We'll be back. You're watching NWHS Grizz on the Northwest YouTube channel. This is Grizzly Basketball.
Hi, friends. Bill Nightingale, General Manager of Mel Hamilton Ford. Are you looking for a used car, truck, or SUV? With the largest selection in the state, you're sure to find the vehicle you're searching for at Mel Hamilton Ford. At the Big Corner, customers are number one, so every used vehicle is checked out in our shop by a certified technician before it goes out on the lot for sale. Shop Mel Hamilton Ford first, a dealer you can trust. Visit us out on West Kellogg today or shop us online at mhford.com. Mel Hamilton Ford, experience the difference.
Back at Northwest with Jonathan Schieu and Sussana Ontiveros, Kevin Arkin with you. 1:41 remaining in the 4th. Grizzlies are up by 9 over West High, trying to get their 4th win of the year and to sweep the season series against the Pioneers, who, quite honestly, I do not understand why they haven't won more games. They've got some talent on this team. Wimberly trying to get it to Andrea Wilson, who came in at the timeout.
She came in before, I thought.
I don't think so.
I don't know. Maybe I'm just a little hallucinating.
Innocent Robinson's out there along with Richard Hallman and the aforementioned Wimberly and Wilson. Now we have a foul away from the ball. Is it on Wimberly?
I think so.
By the look on her
Oh,
face,
no,
it's not.
Mystery guess.
Nope, it's on Leela Jones. Her second, and it will put Wimberly on the line to shoot a 1-and-1 opportunity. And believe it or not, Wimberly has not scored tonight.
She hasn't?
No.
Yes, she has. I could have sworn she has.
I have nothing on my score sheet.
Yeah, she scored 2.
Huh?
She scored 2. She
How
scored
come
a
I don't
layup.
have it? She missed on the 1-and-1.
She scored a layup for sure.
You sure?
Yes, she scored a
Okay.
rebound.
I'll give her the 2 points.
Thanks. Yeah, she had a rebound. Put back. There you go, Carly.
Was I here when it happened?
Yes, you were right there. You literally saw it and congratulated her.
Okay. Now I probably did, and then forgot to mark it down.
I was like,
All right, we have subs coming in for everybody, so let's redo this again. Turley's back in, along with Richard, Leday, and Wilson and Robinson. That's your 5
should
on
be.
the floor with 1:13 to go here.
yeah, she's shooting. Oh, sorry, Kevin.
No, you're fine. I'm wondering what's going
It's
on
because
here.
she's supposed to be shooting too, because they're in double digits.
It is
for-
it is double bonus land for Northwest. So, yes, the
Hallman will be shooting too.
everybody has bad nights, but this has not been the smoothest run game tonight by
has-
any
oh.
means. Now one of the officials is arguing with Kevin Jolly, the West coach, about something. Now one of the other officials comes in to make peace. Okay, and we're still going to be shooting 2 free throws by Hallman here. Here comes the first one. Good.
Woo!
Hallman has 3 free throws in a row in this quarter. Grizzlies have their 10-point lead back. Makes it a 4-possession game with 1:13 to go. I'm feeling very comfortable about this.
Should be. Don't
Hallman's
jinx it.
second one. Makes them both.
Woo!
Hallman has 8 points. Grizzlies 45-34. Jones brings it up the floor. Off the glass, no good. Rebounded by Hallman. She has had a monster second half. Has Kalina Hallman. Into the corner. Turley to Hallman. Hallman, oh, she drove and forgot the ball. It'll turn over with 53 seconds remaining.
53 on the dot.
Jones to Albright. Here comes West High one more time. Morgan Gregg misses everything, and rebound goes to Turley. Turley will give it to Robinson, 37 to go.
Waste time.
Grizzlies are going to win their 4th game of the year.
Yay!
Richard now with it. I'm waiting for somebody to get fouled, and instead, a loose ball on the floor. Who's going to get it? Okay, guess what we're going to call? Yes, it's a jump ball. What a surprise.
Held ball.
When in doubt, call a jump ball.
Of course.
And it will belong to Northwest on the alternating possession.
Leday coming in for Hallman.
Hallman had a great night tonight, finishing with 8 points and a great defensive game. I would call that an intentional foul. Right in front of the ref, and, you know, they won't call it intentional.
That would have been a yellow card.
In another game, it would have been a yellow card. Robinson will go to the line and shoot 2 because we're in double bonus land. But that should have been declared an intentional foul, which would give us 2 shots and the ball. Robinson makes the first one.
Yay.
Robinson has 22 points on the night.
She's played really good today.
And she misses the second one. Rebounded by Albright with 10 seconds to go. Albright to Jones. Pass Turley off the glass. Count it. And that'll do it. We are final, and your final score, Northwest 46 and West High 36. We'll be back after, take the 4. We'll be back after this timeout with the totals and highlights of this one. Stay with us. You're watching NWHS Grizz on the Northwest YouTube channel. This is Grizzly basketball.
This may sound like a typical high school basketball game being played on a Friday night in Kansas. In fact, it's a crash course in cooperation and teamwork. It's a test of dedication, determination, and drive. It's character development in action. If you think high school sports are only about competition, think about this. High school sports can play a critical role in a student's overall education. In fact, studies show that students who participate in school sports are more likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in their academic lives. At the same time, playing sports helps teach lessons not covered in the classroom. Lessons like tolerance, respect for the rules, and the importance of supporting your community. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Kansas State High School Activities Association and the Kansas Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Banter Automotive is now open at Central and Mays. Come by or shop online and browse our inventory of quality pre-owned vehicles, cars, trucks, and SUVs. We have them all. Banter Automotive Group, now open at our new location just east of Central and Mays.
Grizzly Basketball Online is supported by Todd Eflin Narrates, the voice you hear on these sponsor announcements just like this one. My wife is an alum of Northwest High, and this is my 4th season as your announcer. I've been on great radio stations like KZSN, KRBB, KEYN, and KWLS as a radio personality and making commercials. Now I'm doing full-time voice acting. Use my voice for your business, like product training videos, telephone system greetings, radio or TV voiceovers, audiobooks, just to name a few. Learn more online at toddeflin.com. That's TODDEFLIN.com.
Andrews Cleaning Service serves the greater Wichita metro area, including Derby, Hayesville, Mays, Goddard, and Valley Center. Check them out on the web at wichitacleaningservice.com or give Andrew a call for an estimate at 712-3883. We thank Andrews Cleaning Service for their support of Grizzly basketball on the web. Mic check. Mic check, 1, 2. Mic check.
Hey, Grizzly Nation.
Mic
This is
check.
Eric Holderman, your principal at Northwest High School. Did you know Grizzly Pride is the combined booster club and PTO here at Northwest? They support both athletics and academics. We're asking you to join Grizzly Pride this year. Due to these extraordinary times, Grizzly Pride doesn't have the same fundraising opportunities they normally have, and we need you to join and offer your donation to help Grizzly Pride out. Go to our Northwest webpage, join today. Go Grizzlies.
Hey man, you going out for football?
Band class still needs you, man.
Kansas students have choices to do or not to do. The Kansas State High School Activities Association urges everyone to participate.
Thank you.
Because when activities stop, nobody wins.
Back at West High, you can see the senior night activities going on here at halftime, we'll give you the, you want to do this?
Yeah, of course.
We're going to turn it over to Sussana. She's going to give you the totals and highlights of both teams here in this 46-36 victory for Northwest.
Okay. For your West High Pioneers, Kiari Albright had 8 points. Leela Jones had 19. Valadine Jones had 3. And Morgan Gregg had 4. And our mystery guest had 2. I don't know her name. I'm so sorry.
I'm not. Not our fault that they didn't give us the name.
And for your Northwest Grizzlies, Devlin Turley has 7. Carly Wimberly has 2. Aaliyah Richard has 5. Innocent Robinson has 22, being the leading scorer. Andrea Wilson has 2. Sasha Reed has 2. And Kalina Hallman has 8.
All righty, there's your totals. We'll tell you what's going on here as far as, again, the final game of the season for us is our senior night, which will be at home on Thursday night, not Friday. Thursday night we are on the air 5:45 p.m. with the girls coaches pregame show, and I understand that our pregame guest on Thursday, instead of being Coach Myers, is going to be Coach Brian Bernard. So we'll have a nice visit with Coach Bernard, and we thank Coach Christina Commons for joining us here tonight. We'll be seeing a lot of her in the spring, as she is also the assistant girls soccer coach and JV coach as well for the girls soccer program.
Yep.
So while we have a minute, Sussana, and we're watching this, you've been going through conditioning yourself because as you were a member of the varsity squad.
Of course.
How is spring conditioning going?
It's going good. There's a lot of girls. There should be a lot of girls.
A lot of girls is a good thing.
I know.
And I'm looking forward to the season. We got the Titan Classic, as we do every year. We don't go to Manhattan this year. They're coming here.
We go to Topeka.
We go to play Washburn Rural in Topeka, which is always a lot of fun. And it takes me back to memories of one of my personal favorite soccer memories was with the girls in Topeka. It'll be 4 years ago now, when Amber Knight was the JV goalie and scored a goal, playing with a 40-mile-an-hour wind at her back because thunderstorms were moving in.
Oh, thunderstorms, great.
The wind was directly at her back. She punted the ball from her goal area, and the ball took 2 bounces, and on the second bounce took a funny hop, and the goalkeeper for Washburn had come out to play the ball, and the ball spun over her head and in one more bounce bounced into the goal.
Oh, wow.
And Amber Knight got credit for the goal, and ironically, that was the only goal scored by either Northwest team that day. So, anyway, it's one of my favorite memories. And when we went out to eat after the games, you know, we always go out, we always take you out to eat somewhere. And we took you to Mickey D's.
Yeah.
Before we got on the bus to come home. The girls didn't want to go online to get food. They wanted me to call up the game on my phone so they could see Amber's goal to see if we got it. And
they wanted to make sure you got it.
the guy running the camera, it was one of the boys' players. God, I can't think of his name now. Chris Navarrete was the guy running the camera, and he got it.
Oh,
and
good.
he said at the time, because I asked him, I said, just tell me you got it. He said, I got it. I got it. I know I got it. And he did. He got it, and great. And if you're interested, go to Facebook, ladies and gentlemen, and go to Facebook, go to the girls soccer Facebook page, and about a third of the way down the page or whatever, it's down there a ways now. But that goal
is posted as a highlight on
It should be.
Yes, as it should be. So, yeah, we're looking forward to soccer season, and we had hoped to have Austin Clifton here tonight. Bobby Bribieska is going to join us as a halftime guest on Thursday, and he's going to be talking about what we've done to improve the field, because there's a lot of changes in that field since you've been there. We've spent some money.
I've seen it.
We being the Eric Profit Memorial Soccer Fund, and that's all because of the golf tournament. So the golf tournament provides the funding, and we built a new deck off of the Marriott on the second floor, and that's where I'm hoping to set myself up for broadcasting all of the soccer games this year. The crow's nest, or the deer stand that we've used in past years is no longer there.
Oh.
It was taken out. In fact, it was removed this morning.
Oh, wow.
So
that's where I sat.
It is gone. We're gonna put the camera on the deck. Even if I'm not up there, the camera will be up there. If worst comes to worst, we'll run wires down to the area below the deck. And if I have to broadcast from down there is some concern over feedback issues, and we're not going to know about that until we run some tests.
Oh, yeah. Which
will happen in a week or so. First event is the alumni scrimmage.
Yeah.
The alumni varsity scrimmage. That'll be on March 11th. I think it's at 6 o'clock.
7 o'clock.
Like I said, it's at 7 o'clock.
Oh, yeah, you totally said that.
So come on out. There is no charge for admission for that. However, a donation will be solicited when you come in, because we have to pay the refs. So we're going to try and pay the refs out of the game. It's not a money-making event. It's simply come out and watch the girls play, and if you can't come out, of course, you can watch it live and in color on the World Wide Web on the Grizzly YouTube channel. They are still doing senior night, and people say that I'm long-winded.
They're barely at girls
They're
basketball.
not even half done.
They're halfway.
I don't think.
They're halfway done.
Are they half done?
Our first game's March 22nd.
And we play Derby, I believe.
Yes.
At home.
No, it's at Derby.
At Derby. Yeah, we're playing in their new stadium. I knew that.
Yep, we're playing at their new stadium.
We have not played a game in that. Derby has a brand new stadium, and we have not played a game in there yet. So we will be.
Oh, they're done.
They are done. So I'm looking forward to that. And then right after the Derby game is the Titan Classic.
Yep.
Which you girls are going to win this year, right?
Yeah.
What do you mean, yeah? You're going to win that this year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We won. What did we win last time?
You won the Titan last year.
Exactly.
You're going to win it again.
Exactly. We're going to win it again.
Okay. And the Lord said, let there be light.
Thank you. It was a little dark in there.
It was a little dark during the ceremony. Kind of hard to read anything. Okay, we're going to go ahead and...
Jonathan left us.
I know, well, he's down there taking pictures.
Oh, yeah.
So we're going to be up here manning the store by ourselves. And I noticed that when you got... I appreciate you running down and getting me a drink. There's two things that are missing. One is you didn't get me anything to eat.
There wasn't pretzels.
They didn't have anything?
No.
Oh, no hot dogs?
No. Wait, they had popcorn. I don't think
I
they
can't
had.
eat popcorn.
Do you want me to go check again?
No, I don't. I really don't want anything.
I'll tell
It would have
Jonathan.
been something, And then the other thing that you didn't bring back was some change. Was there any?
No.
Are you kidding me?
I'm serious. Jonathan got a drink, too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
that's
Jonathan
okay.
got a drink.
All right, that's fine. Okay. So my $50 bought you 3 drinks.
It was
and
$10.
A bag of chips.
$10.
Okay. Now, there we go.
Hey, you said it gets something. I got myself a drink and
There you
chips.
go. All righty. Well, we've... I thought the pep band was going to play here.
I thought so, too. I was about to say,
gonna
let me be
well, let you
quiet.
listen to the pep band for a couple of minutes before we send it to Andy Hill's pregame interview. And we're going to do that. We're going to let you listen to the pep band for a couple, and then we'll send it to Andy Hill's pregame. Enjoy it.
Hi friends, Bill Nightingale, General Manager of Mel Hamilton Ford. Are you looking for a used car, truck, or SUV? With the largest selection in the state, you're sure to find the vehicle you're searching for at Mel Hamilton Ford. At the Big Corner, customers are number one, so every used vehicle is checked out in our shop by a certified technician before it goes out on the lot for sale. Shop Mel Hamilton Ford first, a dealer you can trust. Visit us out on West Kellogg today or shop us online at mhford.com. Mel Hamilton Ford, experience the difference.
Our doubleheader continues now. We will turn our attention to the Varsity Boys Contest. And as always, before each and every Varsity Boys Contest, we're joined by head coach Andy Hill. And coach, let's look back a little bit at Friday night. South High gave us a run for our money, but that sure was an exciting game.
Yeah, too exciting for my taste. We not to take anything away from South, they did a great job. They played really well, but we played pretty poorly for a good part of that game. Just not taking care of the simple things, the basic things that we work on every single day. We were terrible on the glass. We gave up 21 offensive rebounds. They were tougher than us for 50-50 balls, getting on the floor, things like that. So I told the guys after the game, and I reiterated that this morning in film, the only good thing about Friday night was that we found a way to win. And sometimes, that's the way it has to be. You got to win games like that at times. But there's a whole lot of things that we could learn from that, and that we've got to do better moving forward to get where we want to go. So it's better, I guess, to be able to learn lessons after a win than after a loss. And I think the guys took that to heart, and we had a pretty good practice this morning.
And of course, they always say it's better to win ugly than lose ugly. So if the team is not sharp, as you mentioned, it's better to win that game and get the W, because that game is part of that trifecta we were talking about to get the number 4 seed. Okay, we've done 2/3 of the work now. We beat East, we beat South. Now we got to beat West tonight.
Yep, you're right. And like I said, we'll definitely take the win, and I'm glad we found a way to get it done. We did a great job fourth quarter, stepping up to the line and knocking down free throws, which showed a little bit of mental toughness. So that was all good. And yeah, we turn now to a big one with West tonight, and we got to make sure that we're locked in and ready to go. They're deceiving, their record to me. I feel like they're a much better team than what their record shows. They've got some guys that can shoot the ball. They've got a couple post players that can give us problems. And they've had some close losses to good teams. So they're a good basketball team. They're extremely well coached. We're going to have to be at our best to go into their place on the road. Senior night for them. So we're going to have to be ready to go.
Well, and I always considered West, at least this year, as a sleeper team. You look at their record and you say, oh, that's a game we're going to win easily. And like you said, they come out, they surprise some people this year. And we don't want to be one of those getting surprised. And being that it's their senior night and it's in their building, it's going to be an extra hard contest for us. Boys got to be sharp. And I know you've instilled that into them.
Yeah, we've got to be ready to go. And, more importantly, just bigger picture is, you want to be playing your best basketball at this time of the year. They are a good team. Our best basketball is good enough to beat them. So that's really the bigger picture focus is yes, we really need to win this game against West, but at the same time, we need to be sharp and playing our best basketball locked in every single night.
Come playoff time, which will start next week, you don't want to have any of those ugly wins. You're not going to have an opportunity to get ugly wins because everybody comes in 0-0, and everybody is good.
Yeah, certainly in the postseason, everything gets magnified, and every possession takes on greater importance, and there's nerves become a factor because it's win or go home. So you just hope that throughout the season and down the stretch of the season, you've built up enough good habits that guys will fall back on when the pressure starts to mount.
The boys have had a great year. We certainly don't want to take anything away. Talking about last Friday night, 13-5 on the season. When the season began, did you expect the boys to be 13-5, 18 games in?
I never really think, I've never set a goal for like this is what I want our record to be this year. It's just not the way I think of it. I did expect that we would be good. I knew we had lots of good individual pieces, and that if we could get them to come together and play team basketball, that we had potential to be pretty darn good. So, in one sense of it, we're kind of right where I thought we would be. I was hoping, I thought we would have a chance to compete for a City League title with this group. It hasn't worked out that way. With Heights and Capon being as good as they are, I still believe that we can compete with both of those teams. But so far we haven't shown that yet. But it has been a good year. The guys, they've been bought in, and I think we have grown throughout the season, despite, a step back every once in a while. But it's been a lot of fun. It's a great group of kids, and I love coaching them.
And you're going to have a chance to see whether you can play against the Heightses and the Capons in 2 days, because Capon wraps up the season at our place on Thursday night.
Yeah, definitely. And once we can officially talk about that game as our next one, I think it's going to be one the guys are really excited about. And hopefully we're coming off of a win. If we can win against West tonight, then we will have the 4 seed officially locked up. And then we can kind of go into that Capon game with a nothing to lose mentality of just, hey, we got a shot against one of the best teams in the state coming into our house on senior night. Nothing to lose. Let's go out. Let's compete, play hard, let it fly, and see what happens. So that's best case scenario for us going into that game. But we got to take care of business against West.
Absolutely. Tonight is the most important game of the season, so you can lock up that number 4 seed. How about the injury situation? How are we?
We're okay. We're all good on that front.
And, we've been able to say that all year. You've been very fortunate, been very blessed to have the team pretty much healthy the whole season this year.
Yeah, I really don't want to talk about it too much because I don't want to jinx it. But yeah, it is. It's one of those things that sometimes you do get some bad luck. I know Andover High, who was one of the best teams in the state in 5A, they've got 2 starters that they lost to the season for injury, and they're out for the whole year. So sometimes it's just bad luck, and you hope that doesn't come your way. But you also hope that if it does, you've got that next guy up ready to go, and the kids are tough enough and resilient enough to battle through and find a way. So, yep.
Best of luck to you tonight against the West High Pioneers. Let's go out there and spoil their senior night and get that W, get the 4th place, and then we'll talk again before the Capon game to wrap up our season at home.
Sounds good. Thanks, Kevin.
Head coach Andy Hill on our pregame show. Stay tuned. After this 2-minute timeout, we'll be back with the starting lineup and the play-by-play of tonight's game against the West High Pioneers. You're watching NWHS Grizz on the Northwest YouTube channel, and this is Grizzly Basketball.
This portion of Basketball on the Internet is brought to you by Meshke Orthodontics and Wichita Bright Smiles, 1919 North Mays Road. Dr. Meshke specializes in the treatment of children and teens with a methodology that allows them to create an environment that is kid-friendly and more fun. Meshke Orthodontics features a comprehensive set or orthodontic treatment options, from traditional braces to revolutionary new technology. Check out the possibilities online at meshkesmiles.com. That's MESCHKE smiles.com. Grizzly Basketball Online is supported by Todd Eflin Narrates, the voice you hear on these sponsor announcements just like this one. My wife is an alum of Northwest High, and this is my 4th season as your announcer. I've been on great radio stations like KZSN, KRBB, KEYN, and KWLS as a radio personality and making commercials. Now I'm doing full-time voice acting. Use my voice for your business, like product training videos, telephone system greetings, radio or TV voiceovers, audiobooks, just to name a few. Learn more online at toddeflin.com. That's TODDEFLIN.com. Wichita Northwest Grizzlies basketball is on the air. Welcome to another season of basketball, Grizzlies style, as Northwest pursues a 6A state title. Follow your Grizzlies all season long on their YouTube page with links available at nwhsgrizz.com. Grizzlies basketball is sponsored this year in part by Mel Hamilton Ford at the big corner of 119th West and Kellogg. We're better. We're proving it. You be the judge. And by Andrews Cleaning Service with programs for residential, commercial, or special cleaning projects. Check them out at wichitacleaningservice.com. And by Meshke Orthodontics, Wichita Bright Smiles, 1919 North Mays Road, with a variety of orthodontic options available. Check them out at meshkesmiles.com. And by Keystone Solid Services, providing quality granite countertop products for your home. Check them out at KeystoneSolidServices.com. And by Banter Automotive, Central and Mays Road. Stop by for your next oil change when your car is ready for regular maintenance. Check them out at BanterAuto.com. And by Todd Eflin Narrates, voice acting for just about anything with words, commercials, training videos, audiobook, and telephone services. Find me at ToddEflin.com. That's ToddEflin.com. And now, let's go courtside for today's contest. And your host, Kevin Arkin.
Thank you, Todd Eflin. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Wichita West High School, where the Grizzly boys will now take it and try and get the sweep for the night over the Pioneers of West High. And this is a huge game for the Grizzly boys. If they win tonight, they clinch the number 4 seed, which is as high as they can go. They clinch the number 4 seed, but more importantly, they clinch home field advantage or home court advantage for the first 2 rounds of the playoffs, and that would be all of sub-state. So 2 big games, or 2 big games would be played at home for the Grizzlies should they win tonight. They don't want to have to wait until Thursday and be forced to clinch at playing against Capon at home or having to get help from someone else beating Southeast. Southeast is just red hot, and we found that out when we went there. We caught them red hot. They've won 7 of their last 8 games. So we know that they have been red hot, and we caught them at a bad time the second time we played them. We got lucky the first time. They were in something of a swoon earlier in the season. So we caught them at the right time in the early part of the season. If you're just joining us, girls won tonight against West, 46-36. They picked up their 4th victory of the year. And West High, and I just haven't figured it out, West High's got some talent on that team, Sussana, and I don't understand why they've only won 1 game.
They're pretty good. Oh, sorry.
There you go.
I was like, hold on. Yeah, there we go.
And they played well, and they played with us for 3/4 of the game. It was close. In fact, looking back at my official stats, the score at the end of, well, it was tied at halftime.
Oh, yeah, it was.
18-18. Then we outscored them by 7 in the 3rd quarter and by 3 in the 4th quarter to win the game. So, but they played even with us for the first half. So
they did good.
They did very well. Getting ready for the introduction of the starting lineups, and whether or not there's a national anthem is anybody's guess.
We'll find out.
We've already had it once tonight. We'll see how they. We'll see how they go.
Setting up as if it is.
They apparently are going to play the national anthem, and we will depart and let you listen to it as well. Let me visit with my esteemed cohort here. You might want to double check my work and make sure I did it right. Okay. If you want to go ahead and put it up on the screen, it's okay. Go ahead and do it. That's the national anthem here at West High before the start of the boys varsity game. Let's give you the starting lineups for both teams, and we will start with the home team, the Wichita West Pioneers. A 5'7" sophomore guard wearing number 1, J.J. Holden. 6'1" sophomore guard, number 2, Rob Basks Jr. 5'9" sophomore guard, number 4, Trayshawn Higgins, and a 6'5" forward, a sophomore, number 21, Gavin Phillips. And finally, rounding out the starting five for West High, a 5'7" junior guard, number 33, Keyshawn Burrow. Head coach for West High is Tommy Brumelo. He's assisted by Kyle Smith, Marcus Carter, and Micah Womack. Now for your Wichita Northwest Grizzlies, who come in with a record of 13-5 on the season. A 6'1" senior guard, number 1, DeMarcus Hoover. 5'9" sophomore guard, number 2, Tayshawn Williams. 5'10" senior guard, number 3, Jeremiah Moore. 6'3" senior forward, number 11, Keon Hutton. And rounding out the starting five, a 6'1" senior forward, number 25, Kevin Brown. Coaches for Northwestern, Andy Hill, assisted by Gavin Darr, Kylan Hawkins, and Jim Murnaugh. Grizzlies are in their road blue uniforms with gold numerals, gold trim, and the Pioneers they're in their home whites with yellow numerals. Shame on them. You should never have yellow on white. And a maroon trim. It should be the other way around. We'll talk to their haberdasher at some other point. Grizzlies will play from right to left here in the first half. And tipping it off will be Keon Hutton for Northwest. And for West High, it'll be Gavin Phillips. We're ready to get this kick started. And Northwest wins the opening tip. DeMarcus Hoover tries to send one into Hutton, and it's turned over. A rather inauspicious start for the Grizzlies. For West High. Oh, there we go.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Sorry about that.
You're fine.
Actually, I may have done myself a favor there.
Oh, wow. You just don't want to listen to me.
Here's a three-point bomb by West, missing. And the rebound goes out of play. It should turn over to Northwest, and it does. Grizzlies will inbound. That's Tayshawn Williams inbounding to Jeremiah Moore. He's out there with DeMarcus Hoover, Keon Hutton, and Kevin Brown. Williams to Moore, to Hoover, to Williams, to Hutton, and to Brown. Well, everybody touched it. And there's one thrown over. That'll be an over and back if it's touched by Brown, and it is. It'll turn over to the Pioneers on the infraction. DeMarcus Hoover takes his seat, and he's replaced by Takari Brown. An early sub for Northwest, 1 minute into the game, no score. And now the clock is not running again. We had this problem in the girls' game.
They're not running the clock.
They can look at us. We have our clock running correctly. Now they started. The Hutton puts it up. It's blocked, and he kicks it. Keon scores, and that's the first basket of the game. And I don't mind. I will tell you, and I don't mean anything disparagingly against anybody, but the clock operator, the officials at the table have not done much of a job tonight.
No offense to them, but they have not done good.
There's a three-pointer off the glass, no good. Rebounded by Williams. Williams over to Takari Brown, and he's fouled. He'll go to the line, I think, and shoot two.
He got hit in the face. That hurt.
He's checking his schnoz. He seems to be all right, and they're not going to let him shoot it.
It'll be Jeremiah Moore inbounding it. 6:24 to go. First quarter, Grizzlies up by 2. Brown to Moore. Jeremiah up, and he tried to get it to Williams. Does so. Williams a long three, and it's good. Tayshawn Williams for 3, and the Grizzlies lead by 5. Grizzlies know what this game means to them next week when playoffs begin. Holden dishes it off on the near side to Gavin Phillips. Phillips now back to Rob Basks. Basks to Holden. Now everybody on their team has touched it. Oh, Takari Brown really hammered him. And it takes 2 Grizzlies to get Gavin Phillips back up, and he's okay. He got hit hard. And Phillips will go to the line and shoot a pair.
Why would they give the foul to Keon?
I have no idea why Keon got the foul, but that's the wrong person.
Tayshawn's checking it out.
I would like to think that Andy Hill would do something about that.
Tayshawn and Andy Hill are checking it out.
That foul should have been on Takari Brown.
Yep. This has not been a good night for officials.
And the second one is also good by Phillips. It's 5-2 now with 5:40 to go in the first. Jeremiah Moore will bring it down across the timeline. Oh, razzle-dazzle by Moore. Up, and it doesn't go. Rebounded by Holden, and here comes West High back with a chance to tie it. Holden has it in front of Williams. Gives it off to Stephen Ridpath. Came into the game when we weren't looking, and he's not on my score sheet, so bear with me. There we go.
Who was that, Jeremiah? Whoa, Jeremiah.
Moore scores. It's 7-2. And wow, over and back is called. That'll be Northwest ball.
Yeah, Tayshawn. Yeah. Takari. That was a little team effort.
That was an excellent defensive team effort. All righty. Brown had Williams had to tie his shoe. He dishes it in now to Jeremiah Moore, and that really was a great defense. That's probably the best defensive play of the year. We've seen a little bit of everything here tonight. Williams into Brown. Brown up off the glass. Get in there.
Yeah,
yes, sir. 9-2. Grizzlies up by a touchdown. Holden brings it across the timeline. In the corner now. And back out. Burrell with it. Burrell sends it over to Higgins. Higgins to Phillips. Phillips back to Bass for 3. Down
Deep 3.
Nothing but net for Rob Bass, and he gets the Pioneers within 4, and looks like Northwest is taking a timeout. We'll take it with them. 3:51 to go. You're watching NWHS Grizz on the Northwest YouTube channel, and this is Grizzly basketball.
Hi, friends. Bill Nightingale, General Manager of Mel Hamilton Ford. Are you looking for a used car, truck, or SUV? With the largest selection in the state, you're sure to find the vehicle you're searching for at Mel Hamilton Ford. At the Big Corner, customers are number one, so every used vehicle is checked out in our shop by a certified technician before it goes out on the lot for sale. Shop Mel Hamilton Ford first, a dealer you can trust. Visit us out on West Kellogg today or shop us online at mhford.com. Mel Hamilton Ford, experience the difference.
Back at West High took the timeout. First one of the game taken by either team. With 3:51 to go in the first quarter. And it's Grizzly basketball. Williams and Moore, Kevin Brown, Takari Brown, and Keon Hutton on the floor for Northwest. Hutton in the paint, puts it up. It doesn't go. He's fouled. He'll go to the line, and he will shoot 2. Fouls on Gavin Phillips. That's his first. Second team foul on West High. Keon Hutton's first free throw is off the mark. He'll have one more chance. Grizzlies lead by 4. They've led by as many as 7. Makes the second one. 1 for 2. He's got 3 of the 10 points. Bringing it back down now is Burrell. Burrell gives it to Basks. And there's a long 3 short. Rebounded by Takari Brown. Nice job. He gives it to Hutton. Hutton in the corner to Kevin Brown.
Kevin?
Brown for 3. Misses. Rebound is gathered in there by Burrow, and he'll bring it down the floor. Puts it up off the glass. No basket. He traveled. Grizzlies inbound. A break for Northwest on the travel. Burrell brought it coast to coast. Jeremiah Moore takes it from Williams. Takari Brown on the far side. Back to Moore. Back to Williams. Trying to break the 3-2 zone. And what do we have here? We have a whistle.
For what?
It would be nice if they would signal what the call is. It wasn't 5 seconds. It must have been a lane violation. It's the only thing left. Okay, in either case, it's West High ball. And now we have another whistle. Fouls on Tayshawn Williams. Second team foul to match West. Williams is first. Burrell sends it over here to Bass on the near side. He'll pull it all the way back out to Holden. In the paint to
deep 3 by Keyshawn Burrell for the Pioneers.
Kevin Brown sends it over to Hutton
Keon?
for 3. Yes!
Keon!
Keon Hutton for 3. And the reason I'm hesitant is there's a player on the floor who's not on my program again.
Which one?
44.
Oh.
I'll bet she's not on yours either.
Nope, he's not on mine.
I have no idea who that is.
Wasn't he the mystery guest last time,
Burrell,
too?
yeah, we had one. We never did find out who that was. 13-10, Grizzlies lead. Moore in the corner. Williams for 3. Yes! Tayshawn Williams has his second three-pointer of the quarter, and the Grizzlies lead by 6.
Well, we're still in the first quarter.
Still in the first quarter. 1 minute to go plus change. And now we're going to have what?
A foul on Jeremiah Moore. His first personal. As Javon Glover and DeMarcus Hoover come back in for Takari Brown and Kevin Brown.
So if you figured all that out.
Sorry, guys.
No, you're fine. The mystery guest with the ball, number 44. If you know who he is, send me a text. Holden missed a three-pointer, rebounded by the Grizzlies. Hoover off the glass, counted it a foul.
3 and 1.
44 to go. Grizzlies up by 8, their biggest lead of the quarter. DeMarcus Hoover can make it 9 here.
And he
He
does.
does.
9-point lead for the Grizzlies with 44 to go. The mystery guest. I'm just going to call him Smith.
Smith.
To Holden, I'm sorry, to Bask, rather. Over here on the near side now, it comes to Bigelow. To Holden. To Basks. They're going to play for one, I'll bet you.
They are.
Well, maybe not. Underneath, yeah, they do. They send it back out. 9 seconds to go. Holden with it. Out to Bask. Basks.
2.
Hoover in
1.
front of him. Bass puts up a long three at the buzzer, and it's good. We are at the end of the first quarter. The score, Northwest 19 and West High 13. We'll be back with the second quarter after this. You're watching NWHS Grizz on the Northwest YouTube channel, and this is Grizzly basketball.
Hey Grizzly Nation, this is Eric Hofer-Holdeman, your principal at Northwest High School. Did you know Grizzly Pride is the combined booster club and PTO here at Northwest?
Oh my
They
God.
support both athletics
Kevin
and
paid $2
academics.
for that.
I paid
We're
$54
asking
for
you
your
to join
Gatorade, and
Grizzly
you
Pride
left it
this
down
year.
there? Is that what
Due
you're
to
telling
these
me?
extraordinary times,
Why would you do
Grizzly
that,
Pride
Jonathan?
doesn't have the same fundraising
No,
opportunities
that
they
is
normally
so
have,
rude.
and we need you to join and
No,
offer
and
your
you should
donation
go find out who
to
the
help
mystery
Grizzly
guest
Pride
is.
out. Go to our
You're
Northwest
literally gonna be down
page.
there.
Join
I don't care
today.
who the mystery guest
Go
is.
Grizzlies.
We're on in 5.
Okay.
Back at West High, where we're having some fun up here in the booth, as we've determined that my $48 was not well spent here in between games.
Jonathan.
Half of it is still down on the floor.
Jonathan lost his Gatorade.
West High will inbound to start the second quarter on the alternating possession, and in it comes to Burrell. Burrell in front of Jeremiah Moore with good defense by Mr. Moore. Now Moore goes over to cover on the far side. Spin around move. There's a three-point bomb, short, rebounded by Keon Hutton. He's on the floor with Robbie James, Jeremiah Moore, Javon Glover, and DeMarcus Hoover. That's your 5 on the floor here in quarter number 2.
Keon.
And Keon just takes it to the house. He's got 8 points. And that's the amount of the lead for Northwest. Burrow lost it. Keon Hutton to Moore. Moore, left-handed miss.
Ooh.
Rebounded
Come on,
by
Keon.
Hutton off the glass, and it misses. Jeremiah Moore gets it. Out here to Hoover. Across the way to James. Back to DeMarcus Hoover. He'll pull out, and they'll reset their offense. Good rebounding by the Grizzlies to maintain ball possession. Glover. There's
Keon.
Hutton for 3. Missing. And a rebound by Gavin Phillips for West High. 6:45 to go in the second. Holden sends it over to Higgins. Back to Phillips. As the West High Pioneers go into the 4-man weave. Burrell. A travel call that will turn over to Northwest.
Jeez, Jonathan.
Grizzlies have a chance to get this to double figures. Again, this is a huge game for Northwest. They come in 13-5 on the season. The West High boys, on the other hand, are 3-15 on the season. Basketball program here at West High has struggled this year. Only 4 wins between the two teams. Oh, there's a turnover, and here comes a nice move, I might add.
That was a nice move.
Bass for 3, in and out, no good. Rebounded off the wall, out of bounds. It will stay with West High.
Tayshawn Williams comes in for Jeremiah Moore. And Trayshawn Higgins goes in for your West High Pioneers.
Double teamed in the corner, gets away with it. Here comes Holden bringing it back out against the 2-3 zone of Northwest. Burl for three, short, rebounded by Glover. Here comes Northwest with it. Spin move by Williams, and he traveled. Yeah, we all saw that one. 5:26 to go in the second. Grizzlies still have the 8-point lead. Only been 2 points scored in this quarter.
Really?
A lot of turnovers in this quarter, like that one. Here's Glover with it. 3-on-2 break. Glover still with it. And he traveled with it, or did they call a foul? Fouls on West High's Holden. Holden has 2 fouls. Williams will inbound for Northwest. Holden will probably come out here. He does because of his 2 fouls. Williams, James, Glover, Hutton, and DeMarcus Hoover on the floor for Northwest. There's an inbound pass that was partially blocked and picked up by Basks. Over on the near side, intercepted by Keon Hutton. He'll bring it across himself. He's still got it. Spin move, up, off the glass, doesn't go, but he's fouled. Keon Hutton, a one-man army on that possession. Will go to the line and shoot 2.
Foul is on Higgins. His first. Come on, Keon.
Keon Hutton will put it up, and it's good. He has one more coming. Kevin Brown back into the lineup, replacing Robbie James. Jeremiah Moore also back in.
Replacing Javon Glover.
Hutton's second one is no good. Rims in and out, no good. Grizzlies lead by 9. Basks sends one over to Burl. Burl to Phillips. Back to Burl, back to Phillips. That one goes out of play. It will stay with West High with 4:35 to go in the second quarter. Grizzlies with a 9-point lead. And look, almost threw that one away. Higgins gives it off. Now Burl has it. Phillips to Burl off the glass counter.
That was a nice play.
That was a nice play.
I'll give them that. Well executed.
Keon for 3 off the rim. No good. Rebounded by Phillips.
Foul on DeMarcus Hoover.
That's his second. We don't need any more of those.
It's his first, apparently.
Not by my sheet.
Apparently by theirs.
We tell you what they think downstairs, but they haven't even put the foul up.
Yes, they did.
They put it up on Hoover.
Exactly. That's what I said, DeMarcus Hoover.
I thought you said Hutton. I'm sorry.
Oh, no. I said Hoover.
No wonder he only had one. Grizzlies will inbound, leading by 7. Hutton with it. Keon, nice move, gives it off to Williams. Williams from the paint, comes up short, rebounded by Basks, and Basks will send it over to Burrow, and here comes West High back with it. Chance to cut into that lead. That one misses, rebounded by Hutton, and here comes Keon all the way down off the glass and counted. Keon Hutton has 11 points here in the first half. Grizzlies up by 9 again. They've led by as many as 9 twice. There's a bad pass, and it's picked off by Kevin Brown. Brown will go up and lay it in.
Okay, Kevin.
Grizzlies by 11.
That was a good pass by Jeremiah.
And a foul called.
On Jeremiah. His second, I believe.
It is his second.
Woo.
If it is on him.
It is on him. I'm telling you. I know.
Don't get her started, folks. Burrow rather, puts it in for number 1. Gets it back to a 10-point game. And Burrow's second is also good. Makes it a 9-point game, 26-17 with 2:44 to go in the second. Williams. Oh, they tried the alley-oop and it didn't go, but Brown got it anyway.
Kevin said, I'll still make it.
Back to 11. Basks gives it off. Phillips with it now. On the near side to Burrow. Burrow had Takari Brown defending well in front of him. Great job by Brown. It doesn't go, and it's rebounded. Here comes Williams to Takari Brown, and he can't get it to go, but guess who's fouled and is going to the line?
Takari.
Andy Hill applauding the effort on the part of his Grizzlies. Brown's first attempt missed. And the mystery guest checks back in for West High. One mystery guest has replaced another.
Oh my God.
Brown has got his second one going. It's good. Takari Brown gets on the score sheet. It's a 12-point game. Biggest lead of the night for Northwest. Smith has it and passes it over. Bass on the far side. Back to Burrow. Man-to-man defense employed by Northwest. They fall into a zone. Phillips for 3 misses. Takari Brown gets the rebound. Williams. Off the glass doesn't go. Putback doesn't go either. Smith gets the rebound. Poked away, and a foul's going to be charged to Tayshawn Williams.
His second.
That's his second. I thought that was a pretty good.
I thought that was clean, but.
Folks, we know your picture is frozen. We're working on it. Should have it back for you in mere moments. 1:34 to go in the first half. Smith has it for West, gives it to Rob Basks. Burrow for 2, missing, rebound. Hutton, 2-on-1. Hoover has it, gives it to Brown. Brown can't get it to go, but he's fouled. He'll go to the line, and he'll shoot. There we go. We have our live picture back. Grizzlies are now in the bonus. And Brown makes his first one. He's got 7 points, 5 in this quarter. Grizzlies lead now by 13.
Robbie James coming in for Tayshawn Williams.
Brown's second one. Excellent. Makes them both. He's got 8. Grizzlies lead by 14. 1 minute and change remaining here in the second quarter. Basks will send it over to Burrell. Burrell to Smith. Bass for three, misses everything, rebounded by Hutton. Hutton brings it across the timeline, 44 to go. On the near side, that one is deflected out of play. It will stay with Northwest. Grizzlies a team on a mission here in the first half. Hutton to Brown. Kevin Brown gives it to Takari Brown. Spin move off the glass and counted. Takari Brown, he's got three. 16-point lead. Gavin Phillips to Basks to Smith. Playing for one with 15 to go. Basks to Burrell. Burrell lost the handle. Oh, and they're going to catch Takari Brown for a foul.
His second.
That's a bad foul to get.
Oh, his first.
It's a 1-and-1 foul coming with 7 seconds to go in the half, and that just was not a good foul to take.
Wasn't needed.
Burrell's first one is good. Burrell has 10 points. And the second one is no good. Rebounded by Hutton with 5 seconds to go in the half. Hutton off the glass. Yes!
Okay, Keon.
Keon Hutton finishes the half in a big way, and the Grizzlies lead by 17 at halftime. Your halftime score, Northwest 35, West High 18. We'll be back after this 3-minute timeout. Stay with us. You're watching NWHS Grizz on the Northwest YouTube channel, and this is Grizzly Basketball.
Grizzly Basketball Online is supported by Todd Eflin Narrates, the voice you hear on these sponsor announcements, just like this one. My wife is an alum of Northwest High, and this is my 4th season as your announcer. I've been on great radio stations like KZSN, KRBB, KEYN, and KWLS as a radio personality and making commercials. Now I'm doing full-time voice acting. Use my voice for your business, like product training videos, telephone system greetings, radio or TV voiceovers, audiobooks, just to name a few. Learn more online at toddeflin.com.
Dorito crap on my book.
TODFLIN.com.
You already got it all over my head.
Andrew's Cleaning Service serves the greater Wichita
probably got it all
area,
over Monroe's
including
camera.
Kirby, Hayesville, Mays, Goddard, and Valley Center. Check them out on the web at wichitacleaningservice.com or give Andrew a call for an estimate at 712-3883.
Thank you for the Gatorade. It's good.
We thank Andrew's Cleaning Service for their support of Grizzly Basketball on the web.
I didn't do this. I better do this. Back here.
Hey, Grizzly Nation. This is Eric principal at Northwest High School.
What's the matter? What? Oh, for crying out loud. Couple of trained professionals I'm working with.
Hi friends, Bill Nightingale, General Manager of Mel Hamilton Ford. Are you looking for a used car, truck, or SUV? With the largest selection in the state, you're sure to find the vehicle you're searching for at Mel Hamilton Ford. At the Big Corner, customers are number one, so every used vehicle is checked out in our shop by a certified technician before it goes out on the lot for sale. Shop Mel Hamilton Ford first, a dealer you can trust. Visit us out on West Kellogg today or shop us online at mhford.com.
I won't bring it up again.
Mel Hamilton Ford. Experience the difference.
I was curious.
Hey man, you going for football?
Band class still needs you, man.
Kansas students have choices to do or not to do. The Kansas State High School Activities Association urges everyone to participate because when activities stop, nobody wins.
Back at West High School, you can see the West High dance team performing here at halftime for what has turned out to be a pretty decent crowd for for West High. And as they finish, we'll turn it over to Sussana, who will give you the totals.
Sorry, I was eating.
At least you admit it. She'll give you the totals from the first half.
Okay, for your West High Pioneers, Rob Bass Jr. has 6. Gavin Phillips has 4. Oh, wait, 2, I'm sorry. And Keyshawn Burrell has 10. And for your Northwest Grizzlies, DeMarcus Hoover has 3. Tayshawn Williams has 6. Jeremiah Moore has 2. Takari Brown has 3. Keon Hutton has 13, being the leading scorer. And Kevin Brown has 8.
Alrighty, there's your scoring summary for the first half. We'll tell you that this webcast is brought to you in conjunction with the audiovisual classes at Northwest High. And under the leadership of Mr. Shane Monroe, these kids are provided an opportunity to learn video broadcasting hands-on at these games, including tonight. You may hear me giving instructions to our 2 excellent student production staff here tonight, or they may be telling me something I didn't already know. That's because this activity is an extension of the classroom for the students and for me both. We will do everything possible not to detract from competition on the floor, and we ask your patience. Reminding you that this is not ESPN, but an extension of the classroom. And of course, your executive producer tonight, Jonathan Schieu, and your videographer and co-host
Your guys'
is
favorite.
Sussana Ontiveros, and I'm Kevin Arkin. Glad to be with you. Grizzlies up by 17 here at halftime. Wow.
It's been a good game, though.
Been a great game, and quite frankly, it doesn't feel like a game that we should be up by 17 points. It doesn't seem like we've outplayed them by 17 points, because I think West High has played pretty well here in the first half for the most part. But the score sheet does not lie. So
It does not.
big game for Northwest. If they win, they guarantee the number 4 seed in the playoffs, which will begin next week, and they'll have the sub-state games at Northwest as long as they win. And they don't have to worry about, not that they don't want to win on Thursday against Capon, because it will be senior night on Thursday night. All the seniors will take their walk, and we will present our senior night halftime to you in full as it happens, and I believe they're going to do it between games.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I've been informed. So we'll see how that goes. But we'll bring it to you, so if you can't come out to watch live, you can watch it on the World Wide Web with us. We're going to go ahead and let you listen to the West High Pep Band for a couple.
Hi friends, Bill Nightingale, General Manager of Mel Hamilton Ford. Are you looking for a used car, truck, or SUV? With the largest selection in the state, you're sure to find the vehicle you're searching for at Mel Hamilton Ford. At the Big Corner, customers are number one, so every used vehicle is checked out in our shop by a certified technician before it goes out on the lot for sale. Shop Mel Hamilton Ford first, a dealer you can trust. Visit us out on West Kellogg today or shop us online at mhford.com. Mel Hamilton Ford, experience the difference.
Back at West High, where we're getting set here for the start of the third quarter. Grizzlies will play from left to right here in the second half. And they're going to start the second half with a 17-point lead over the West High Pioneers. Grizzlies again in their road blues. Pioneers in white with their yellow numerals. At least the numerals have black borders on them. If they didn't have black borders, I'd be all over it. Regular season finale is Thursday at home against Cape and Mount Carmel, who is the number one ranked team in the state in 5A. And I did not mention, but I will now, that the Grizzlies are ranked this week. They're ranked number 10 in 6A this week. So, and they've played a very tough schedule, and they've done very well. They lost to Heights twice, and probably could have won one of those games. And they've lost to Capen, and then they lost to Topeka West in the tournament. We inbound. We're back underway on the floor for Northwest. It's Tayshawn Williams with the ball, Jeremiah Moore, Keon Hutton, DeMarcus Hoover, and Kevin Brown. Oh, alley-oop play, and it doesn't go. And a foul's going to be charged to Hoover, and I think that's a frustration foul. That alley-oop play should have gone. Sometimes you can showboat a little too much. Oh.
Thanks, Jonathan.
You know, there's something to be said about having Sussana 6 feet away from you and unable to reach the control board. There's a miss by West. I'm just kidding, Sussana.
That's kind of rude.
Listen to you. Underneath, Kevin Brown for
Kevin.
three. Yes! Kevin Brown has 11, and the Grizzlies lead by 20. There's a long one for three, missing everything, and coming down with it is DeMarcus Hoover. He gives it to Tayshawn Williams. Williams to Brown off the glass.
Kevin again?
Nice kiss off the glass by Kevin Brown to extend the lead to 22. 40-18 Grizzlies. Third quarter. Underneath, and an easy lay-in that time for J.J. Holden. And believe it or not, that's his first bucket of the night. Tayshawn Williams with the ball for Northwest. Grizzlies up by 20. Williams underneath trying to get it to DeMarcus Hoover. It was deflected away there by Rob Bass, and it will stay with Northwest. Kevin Brown gives it to Jeremiah Moore. Moore around the horn it goes. Hoover into the paint. Oh, he tried to feed it into Kevin Brown, and a nice interception play by West, by Phillips. And Phillips goes up for the putback, doesn't get it, but a foul is called, and Phillips will go to the line and shoot a couple of free throws here. And that may be on Kevin Brown. It is, it's his first. Comes with 6:07 remaining, third quarter. Phillips' first free throw is good. He's got 3 points on the night. Jeremiah Moore came over to Coach Hill and got a play in. Phillips will put up his second free throw,
And he missed the second. He's 1 out of 2. Grizzlies come out with it. Jeremiah Moore will bring it across the timeline. 2-3 zone being played by West. Hoover from 15 feet, in and out, no good. Rebounded by Hutton. Williams thought about a 3. Now he takes one, and it's good. Tayshaun Williams has 9 points on 3 3-pointers. And the Grizzlies lead by 22. Yes, ma'am.
I see you, Tayshaun.
Gavin Phillips has it. Now Rob Bass puts up a 3. It's good.
That was nice. Gotta give him that one.
Grizzlies lead by 17. By 19, excuse me.
Okay, Jeremiah.
Jeremiah Moore touches one off the glass. And he's got 4 points on the night.
Only 4?
Only 4.
That's a deep.
Boy, that was a deep 3, and it almost went. In and out it goes. Rebounded by Williams. Oh, Jeremiah Moore tried to sneak one to DeMarcus Hoover, and instead, Burrell gets it, and he'll go coast to coast to score, and he will get a chance for a 3-point play.
That's Tayshaun's 3rd foul.
That's not good.
33 is Larry Graham.
Larry what?
Larry Graham.
Oh.
Who is?
No, not on my sheet.
33 is.
33 is Keyshawn Burrell on here.
Yeah.
No? All right. Well, you know what? Who's telling you that, if I can ask?
3 people in chat.
Oh. Well, we're not going to argue with the 3 people who've told us that number 33 is Larry Graham, even though he's not Larry Graham on the program.
Let's see what we hear. Let's see if we hear something about him.
So we'll, in the meantime, I kind of lost track here.
Sorry, I did too.
We got Higgins got called for a 2nd foul. We've got Brown at the line shooting a pair, and he's got the first one. He's got 14 points, 7 in this quarter. 6 in this quarter, excuse me. And we thank whoever it was that texted us to let us know about the name error. We really do appreciate it. We want to be right as much as possible. We can only go with the information that we're given unless someone gives us better information, and we thank you for doing that. That one goes out of play. It'll turn over to Northwest. 47-27, 4:25 to go. I wish that person would have told us who number 44 is.
I know. Tell us one of our mystery guests.
Or who number 15 is.
Tell us one of the 2. Yeah,
and
Jeremiah.
There's Jeremiah Moore for 2 more.
Oh, well, look. He's about to come in. Let's listen.
You're going to listen.
I'll listen. Okay, I'll listen.
You know my hearing's not very good.
Well, the PA announcer isn't that good.
That's true, too.
Also,
Phillips gives it to Basks. Bass pulls it back out, now sends it across to Holden. Holden to Phillips. In the paint. Wow, nice play.
That was nice.
Bigelow scores for West High, and that's his first bucket of the night.
Jeremiah!
Oh, he didn't go. Didn't go. 3:33 to go, 20-point game.
If only that would have gone in. Jonathan, you okay there?
You guys all right over there?
We're a little surprised with Jeremiah right there.
Bass misses rather. The putback by Phillips doesn't go. What a save, and here comes Jeremiah Moore with it. What a save.
What a save by Keon. That was by Keon.
That was a good play.
Okay,
Williams
with the
misses
deep 3.
a 3. Keon has it into Brown, lay it in. There you go.
Yeah, Kevin.
Kevin Brown lays it in, and it's a 22-point lead again.
Oh, we going far.
That one's going to go all the way to the end zone.
I got you guys.
And knock out one of the cheerleaders.
Larry Grant.
That's 33. We knew that.
And then Ingram. You remember him?
No.
That was one of our mystery guests from last time. I remember him.
I don't remember him.
That's for 44, Ingram.
Okay, well, we'll go with that. And Jeremiah Moore cans a 3. Okay, so
Ingram something.
we know that Ingram is 44, and we thank the PA announcer for telling us that. Now, Jeremiah Moore, after getting the 3-pointer, is called for a foul. And that's his 3rd. He may come down and sit for a while. Grizzlies lead by 25. Biggest lead of the contest for Northwest. 2:30 to go. Basks to Ingram. To Graham. Graham for 3, doesn't go. I'm going to have to retrain myself on the names now. I've been working on this all day. Jeremiah Moore.
Okay, Jeremiah.
In the paint, drives off the glass. Doesn't go. Put back by Brown, misses. And it's rebounded there by West High's Larry Graham. And around the horn it goes. Inside 2 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Ingram with it now for West. Basks over here on the near side, now back to Ingram. Basks again for 3 off the rim, no good. Rebounded by Keon Hutton, and Hutton's having a monster night.
Yeah, Keon.
Hutton pulls it back into the paint, puts it up, doesn't go. He's fouled, he'll go to the line and shoot 2 with 89 seconds remaining in the 3rd quarter. Foul's been charged to Bigelow. Keon's first free throw is good. He'll get one more. He makes them both, and the Grizzlies lead by 27. On the far side, now Ingram has it, gives it to Graham. Graham on, nice block by Glover. Javon Glover came into the game when we weren't paying attention, along with Robbie James.
Oh, we weren't.
And Glover made a big defensive play.
Was Takari already in?
Yes, he was, I think. We'll reset this for you here.
Smart idea.
With 1 minute and change remaining. Keon Hutton is still out there. Glover, Robbie James. Now they're going to call Glover for a foul, I'll bet you.
Yep.
Jeremiah Moore still out there along with Takari Brown. That's your 5 on the floor with 1:09 to go in the 3rd. Andy Hill would like an explanation.
Not quite sure.
He's not getting it either because the referee's not even looking at him.
Nope, he's not.
Bass will inbound for West High. Gets it here to Graham. Graham for 3 off the heel, no good. Rebounded by Takari Brown. He brings it down the floor. Oh, gets it to Robbie James, over to Keon Hutton for 3. Yes! Hutton for 3. And the Grizzlies lead by 30. Bass for 3. Off the heel, no good. Rebounded by Jeremiah Moore.
45 seconds.
Moore will pull it back out. They may play for 1, even with this much time left. We'll see how they play it. Man-to-man by West. Moore putting some moves on his counterpart there. Off the glass, doesn't go. And a foul. Are they calling a foul here? They are indeed. It's on Larry Graham, his second. And it puts Jeremiah Moore at the line to shoot 2 with 24 seconds to go. First one is good. Moore's got 8 points in the contest.
Ooh,
going for number 9. He's going down there.
Keon, what you doing up there?
They put them both up finally, 61-29. Ingram watches it go off his hands. Robbie James will inbound to Jeremiah Moore. Clock running.
And just to keep.
And are they going to get a shot off is the question. The answer is no. We're done with 3 quarters. And at the end of 3, your score, Northwest 61, West High 29. We'll be back with the 4th quarter after this. You're watching NWHS Grizz on the Northwest YouTube channel, and this is Grizzly basketball. And this will be a mercy rule game. We're going home early tonight.
Yep.
Hey, Grizzly Nation.
Score
this
is
is
over
Eric
30.
Hofer Holdeman, your principal at Northwest High School. Did you know Grizzly Pride is the combined booster club and PTO here at Northwest?
And
they support
I know what
both
Dar is talking
athletics
about.
and
What's
academics.
The score.
We're asking you to join
the
Grizzly
scoreboard.
Pride this
And
year.
what do we have here?
Due to these extraordinary times,
Okay.
Grizzly Pride
I've
doesn't
been
have the same
keeping an eye on
fundraising
this.
opportunities they normally have, and we need you to join and offer
I don't know
your
how that can
donation
be when
to
we're
help
plugged
Grizzly
in.
Pride out. Go to our Northwest webpage, join today. Go Grizzlies.
No, but I'm you know what I'm looking for. That. Getting set for the start of the 4th quarter with executive producer Jonathan Schieu and our co-host Sussana Ontiveros. Kevin Arkin with you. Grizzlies are going to be playing in what is going to now be a mercy rule game because the score spread is over 30. So this will be a running clock in the 4th quarter, which makes Jonathan's job real easy because he doesn't have to mess with the clock. All he has to do is keep score. Jeremiah Moore is fouled going up. And he will go to the line and shoot a pair. And it's pretty much a foregone conclusion that the Grizzlies are going to be the number 4 seed in the 6A playoffs. Whoops, I messed that up. I can't give you the 3rd quarter numbers because I didn't calculate them. But we'll give you the game-ending numbers when the game is over. I can tell you that Jeremiah Moore has 2, 4, 10 points. Now he has 11.
Woo!
62-29 Grizzlies. And Jeremiah Moore takes his seat. Tayshawn Williams comes in for him. We'll give you the 5 on the floor for Northwest. Besides Williams, Takari Brown, DeMarcus Hoover, Robbie James, and Javon Glover. Bass with it for West High. Ingram's shot is blocked by Glover. What a block! That'll make the highlight reel.
Oh my God, Glover.
Beautiful play by Javon Glover on defense. Across the way, Glover for 3. And he misses that. Rebounds to Bass for West. He'll bring it down with Phillips there, and Phillips gets fouled. He'll go to the line and shoot a pair. Approaching 6 minutes remaining in the contest. Foul is charged to...
It should be charged to Glover.
Now they put a 33 up.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering.
That was Larry Ingram. God only knows. Phillips' first one is good, and he's going to make them both. Phillips has 5 points on the night. And we have no idea who the foul's on because they never put it up.
That's his head, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, somebody went down real hard there.
That's Williams. Hold on.
And the trainer is running onto the floor, so it's obvious there's some concern there.
That was
Williams got up, and he says he's okay.
I know he's breathing real heavy right now.
He is real heavy, and if I was his dad, I'd be a little concerned right now. Williams will go to the line and shoot 2 here. And the first one is good. Williams with 12 points. Nice night for the youngster.
Yeah, very nice night.
And he makes them both. Graham brings it down the floor for West High.
Oh my.
And a foul called
on Takari Brown. Oh, they're bringing in Elijah Benning, Liam Calvert, and Jace. I don't know Jace's last name.
And they're clearing the bench for Northwest. Calvert, Benning, and Jace Glasper all in the game for Northwest. They will join Glover and Robbie James. 4 minutes exactly remaining in the contest. Ingram with it for West High. Over on the near side now to Phillips, who puts up a 3 and misses. Robbie James gets the rebound. He'll bring it down himself. Going coast to coast, it doesn't go.
Offensive
and
foul.
they called him for a charge anyway.
And West will be clearing the bench as well.
West will be bringing in some subs. They're going to make a whole line change here.
Yep. Am I going to tell you it?
All 5 guys come out for West High, and a big round of applause for
Nathan Macy, Bigelow. Oh, I can't tell you the rest.
Don't worry about it.
I'm not going to tell you the
They
rest.
have a foul called, I think, on Glover. And that is a
1-and-1.
1-and-1 opportunity for West as they're in bonus land.
Shooting is Kamari Bigelow, I'm sorry. Or which one is it? I don't know.
Bigelow will take a 1-and-1 opportunity to the line. First one is up and good. That's his 3rd point of the night. He'll get one more. Clock running, 2:25 to go. Bigelow makes them both. 65-33 Grizzlies. Glasper with it. On the far side to Robbie James. James into the paint. Oh, he tried to dunk and it didn't go. And we have a jump ball called. This is the first jump ball of the game. Unlike the girls, and on the alternating possession, it goes to West High. And I will say it again, it's arguably the dumbest rule in all of sports. I was wondering if I was going to get to say that tonight. In the corner, lots of pressure, ball up, count it, and a foul. Nice play. Indeed. Love to know who that is because I can't read his number.
Elijah Benning.
No. I'm talking about shooting.
Oh, it's DeConte Allen.
Thank you. That is a 10. Allen will get 2 free throws, or get 1 free throw to go with his basket and get the 3 points the old-fashioned way. Glover gives it to Benning for 3, missing. And we have a whistle, and I don't know what we got going here. Foul.
Is that a foul on Liam? Oh, no, it's not. I was about to say.
I don't know what they're calling here. They're calling a foul.
They're calling a foul on West, number 3.
Nathan Macy draws the foul. Less than 30 seconds to go now in the game. Liam Calvert dishes it off. Glasper puts it up. Doesn't go.
Oh, come
Put
on.
back by James. Doesn't go. Out of bounds to West. And that should pretty much do it as we're down to 10 seconds. West may get the last shot here. Their mystery guest, number 15, will shoot it. No, he won't. And that will do it. We are final here at West, and the mission is accomplished by Northwest. They have secured the number 4 seed in the 6A playoffs. We'll be back after this 3-minute timeout with the totals and highlights, so stay with us. You're watching NWHS Grizz on the Northwest YouTube channel. This is Grizzly Basketball.
Grizzly Basketball Online is supported by Todd Eflin, the voice you hear on these sponsor announcements just like this one. My wife is an alum of Northwest High, and this is my 4th season as your announcer. I've been on great radio stations like KZSN, KRBB, KEYN, and KWLS as a radio personality and making commercials. Now I'm doing full-time voiceover. Use my voice for your business, like product training videos, telephone system greetings, radio or TV voiceovers, audiobooks, just to name a few. Learn more online at toddeflin.com. That's TODDEFLIN.com.
Andrews Cleaning Service serves the greater Wichita metro area, including Derby, Hayesville, Mays, Goddard, and Valley Center. Check them out on the web at wichitacleaningservice.com or give Andrew a call for an estimate at 712-3883. We thank Andrews Cleaning Service for their support of Grizzly Basketball on the web.
Guess not. Why do they turn them off so quickly? That's my question. What's the hurry?
Well, I'd say to aim it at the scoreboard, but they shut that off too.
Yep.
Here's the totals if you want to do them again.
Okay.
We come back in 2 minutes.
Sounds good.
Hey, Grizzly Nation. This is Eric Hofer-Holdeman, your principal at Northwest High School. Did you know Grizzly Pride is the combined booster club and PTO here at Northwest? They support both athletics and academics. We're asking you to
I'm going to bring us back
Pride
early.
this year.
Okay.
Due to
I
these extraordinary times,
didn't need as much
Grizzly
time as I
Pride
thought
doesn't
I
have
did.
the same fundraising opportunities
So as soon as
we
this
normally
commercial's
have,
over, I'm going to
and
bring
we
it back.
need you to join and offer your donation to help Grizzly Pride out.
I need the book. I forgot
Go
the
to our
score.
Northwest webpage, join today. Go Grizzlies.
What is it? 65-36. Okay.
Hi, friends. Bill Nye.
Back at West High with Sussana Ontiveros and Jonathan Schieu. Kevin Arkin with you. Grizzlies win big tonight, 65-36 over the West High Pioneers, and they sweep the night and they sweep the season against West High. We'll tell you about the what comes up on Thursday, but first here's Sussana with the totals.
For your West High Pioneers, JJ Holden had 2, Rob Bask had 9, Gavin Phillips had 5, Keyshawn Burrow, or wait, what was it? Larry Graham had 12. 22. Who was 22? Bigelow, sorry. Bigelow had 4, and Allen had 3. And for your Northwest Grizzlies, DeMarcus Hoover had 3, Tayshawn Williams had 13, Jeremiah Moore had 12, Takari Brown had 3, Kevin Brown had 12, and your leading scorer was Keon Hutton with 18.
He had a monster game.
He did.
Didn't he? So actually, the Grizzlies all played well. It was an exciting game, a fun game to watch. Good balanced scoring by the Grizzlies with 1, 2, 3, 4 guys in double figures.
Yeah.
That's a pretty good night. All right, we're not going to see you on Thursday, are we?
Nope, I got headband.
You are in the band on Thursday, so it'll just be it'll be Jonathan and me, and hopefully we can scrounge up some assistance from one of Shane Monroe's AV students for Thursday night. It's Thursday, folks, not Friday. We're on the air at 5:45 with the girls' pregame interview, and our guest will be Brian Bernard, the assistant coach of the girls' team. So come join us for that, and we'll be taking on the Cape and Mount Carmel Crusaders in a doubleheader, and it is senior night, and we will present the entire senior night festivities for you as they occur. So that's all from us. We're going to go ahead and wrap it up because they're already turning the lights off in
Yeah,
here.
they are.
They
They're
really
like,
want
"Get
us to
out."
leave. They really want us to get out. So we're going to do just that. So for Sussana, I'm Kevin Arkin saying once again, Grizzlies win. We'll see you Thursday at 5:45. Until then, have a pleasant evening.
Good night.